Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong, I won't stop to the top, so you better back off and get lost. I'ma stay loud, stay proud, never running out, never heading south. I'll be spreading out, call it word of mouth, can't put me down, I'll be getting loud. You can have your doubts, not what I'm about, have your cloud, it be raining now. I keep making sound, go another round, I'm legend bound, can't stop me now. You don't wanna fuck with me, a slow burn like a disease. Just tell me that I can and I'll show you things that you couldn't believe. Just tell me that I can. 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 Anything negative, cause I just wanna hear it out your mouth, yeah. Give me fuel, it's a tool that I use to go ahead and run my mouth, yeah. I take shots, I take loss, I make shots, I miss lots. That's how you get big box, you get yachts, you swing lots and pop off a big shot. I ain't done chasing, got big dreams, bigger things, impatient. Who's at the top think they need replacement? Who's at the top think I'm gonna erase them? Face it, I don't give up quick, I don't give up, I won't give up this. Cause I know that I want it, know that I'm on it, I'll make it, I promise. You don't wanna fuck with me, a slow burn like a disease. Just tell me that I can and I'll show you things that you couldn't believe. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can.
Hello, and good evening. Hello, my darlings. It's been a few days, weeks, months. I don't know. Has it been a week? It's been at least a week. How are you all doing? How's it going, boys and girls? And welcome to another family-friendly episode of the Banksy Style Show, where we will be talking about the number 2 and the color brown. Because that was what Deen did in his shorts when he was fighting. He went for the number 2, and his shorts were the color brown. Which we'll be exploring later on this evening. Now, I would like to give a warning to those of you of a, shall we say, Christian or sensible proclivities and have very conservative thoughts and language. This show will not adhere to any of that. This show will be rude, crude, and utterly despicable. We will say naughty words in naughty ways. And so I would like you all to know that if you feel in this particular time of the year where it is Ramadan and Easter all happening at once, and also the Iranian New Year also, by the way, just ended on Sunday. If you're feeling somewhat holy, then you may find this episode of the Banksy BS Talks to be a little bit offensive. Just a little. Okay, for the rest of you fucks, now that is over, welcome to the degenerate show that we call the BS Talks Live. So, what are we doing, kids? What are we doing? I'm going to open with a few funnies that I have discovered over the interwebs. A few things that I think you should know. I watched it, and now so do you. And that is how it's going to be.
You in Korean. 니가, 니가. You are the best. 니가 최고야. I like you. 니가 좋아. You, 니가. You in Korean. 니가, 니가. You are the best. 네가 최고야. I like you. 네가 좋아. You, 네가. You in Korean.
Okay, that's one. Let's move to the next one. To be honest with this one, you don't really need to hear anything.
I heard.
It says, I threw out my back sleeping. I twerked my neck sneezing. I'm one strong fart away from paralysis. That's all you need to. It's not really the actual thing, but yeah, the guy.
Myself
that is literally me. I'm not joking. That is actually a great representation of how I feel and how I am most of the time. I am about one strong fart away from total paralysis. But okay, the next one. Oh, these guys, I don't know about you guys. I love these fucking guys. They're the best. They do things the most insane and best way ever. Hold on. Let's rewind it, because you guys gonna have to watch this in its totality. And if they scream, they have to do it again. Waiting for this. Oh no, I think we've seen this already. No, that is a new one. Okay. What the hell just happened? Okay. Yeah. And then there's this one, which is just as wonderful. On. I don't know. I just love these guys and these stupid games they play. I want to play these games. Help me play these games. Okay, I'm looking for volunteers who wish to play these games with me. You see, they have to. They're blind. You see, they can't see. So as soon as they just randomly get up, and if one gets caught, oh, look, they both want to do it to him. Is it? Come on, it can't be just me. This is amazing. Okay. Oh, I love these kids and these games. Oh, here's another one that I think you guys would enjoy.
And on the third day, God created the Remington bolt-action rifle so that man could fight the dinosaurs and the homosexuals. Amen.
Amen. Amen. Hallelujah. Jesus was risen. Jesus is king. Oh, and this one.
Batty boy, and he just found out that his boyfriend's been bumming someone else, and he's just like crying and crying, so we can't fly.
Well, that's ridiculous. I want a full refund.
Yeah, but we cannot give a refund because it is an act of God, isn't it?
How is that an act of God?
God made him batty. Stewards is a batty boy, and he just found out that his boyfriend's been bumming someone else, and he's just like crying and crying, so we can't fly.
Well, that's ridiculous. I want a full refund.
Yeah, but we cannot give a refund because it is an act of God, isn't it?
How is that an act of God?
God made him batty.
It's an act of God. Can you imagine that show? I think this is part of Little Britain. Can you imagine trying to make this show now? It would never be made. Oh, things in the past were actually better. You know, some people say we over-exaggerate the nostalgia of things in the past, that things were not as good as you think. No, things were very funny. The comedy was far better. Okay. Oh, this is the one that I'm gonna have to. I think I'm ending it with this one, and then we'll move into the review. We just a little bit of time has now passed, and that we have probably some people in the chat as well. Anyway, anyone in the chat, sound off. Happy Easter, Iranian Nowruz. Happy Nowruz if you're celebrating the Iranian New Year, and well, if you're celebrating Ramadan, I don't know what the fuck you're doing here. Go kiss my ass. Okay. I just want to note. What is that hook at the top made of? I need to know what the metal hook that is drilled into the ceiling made of. Is it made out of adamantium? What is it drilled into that is holding up what we see in front of us? What are these materials made out of is really what I'm interested in, because they must be under some severe restraint. I mean, tool steel. I was thinking vibranium or adamantium. I don't think it's a metal that it can naturally be found on this planet. An RSJ. Oh Lord. Okay, yes, we have. Now we come to our main event, ladies and gentlemen, the main event of the evening. For those of you who follow certain channels on the internet, you may have or may have not known that our very own Speaker's Corner Deen is going to was scheduled to have a boxing fight. Now, he was originally going to fight a gentleman called Alex Stein, but unfortunately Alex Stein decided to pull a sort of a stunt where he threw hot dogs at Deen, supposedly pork hot dogs. They ended up actually being vegetarian hot dogs, but because of the controversy and the Islamic issues around that, the fight organizers decided to cancel that entire fight and rob Deen essentially of his glorious moment in the ring, even though I think Alex Stein would have absolutely pummeled him. But it seems that Deen was still anxious to do this for some unfathomable reason, because he actually managed to get the publicity he wanted off the back of the promotional and the fact that the fight was cancelled anyway. So he became friends with Neon, who's a very big streamer, live streamer on Kick and other sort of places. I think he's exclusively on Kick for a while. He got some high major deal with Kick. but also, Modine himself managed to become very popular, although, yes, he's immensely talentless, apart from the fact that he just is degenerate. But I figured he would have capitalized on that, and he made all the network connections and all that, and he would be fine. He doesn't need to go into a ring and get a fist in the face in order to gain publicity. But I guess somehow, somewhere down the road, it had to be done. He wanted to do this. And they picked a monstrous Russian guy called Vitaly. I'm pretty sure he's Russian or Eastern European, who is clearly taller and clearly better built than Modine. Even though Vitaly, in this image, he doesn't look that big. He is a roidster, if you will. He is one of those guys who roids it up hard, as you may see in my thumbnail, or actually here, if I can see if I can. Yeah, you may be able to see this. As you can see, Vitaly is a big lad. And even though he may be roiding it up like crazy, he's still a big guy, and he's still, he's probably off the roids here, but his traps and his upper body is still 10,000 times better condition than Modine, as you can see by Modine's little titties. So let's watch this shit show, because I watched it, and now so do you. Russians are just built like that. Yeah, that's true. But yeah, Russians are pretty big generally, but yeah, this is Modine's moment in the light. Now, just before we get going, I just want to point out, Modine is shitting himself. You can see it in his face. He is absolutely shitting himself. In fact, we can start from here. 223.8 pounds, and tonight he weighs 223 pounds. This tubby little fucking tard weighs 223 pounds.
Making his crossover boxing debut, hailing from London, England's United Kingdom, Deen! And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner. He's wearing the white with gold trim. His official weight of 218 pounds. He has a record of 1 fight and 1 draw. Hailing from Miami, Florida, USA, introducing Vitaly!
All right, fighters, you were giving your instructions in the dressing room. Protect yourself at all times. Obey all my commands. Touch gloves. Come out fighting at the belt.
It's finally upon us. Here we go.
Bringing together people that were previously just absolutely beefing.
Yes.
Oh, here we go.
Way to settle it. Prime is a prime example.
Vitaly taking the center of the ring early, coming in with the.
Okay. Let's be honest. Vitaly isn't exactly much of a boxer. Did you just see that? Look at this.
Previously, just absolutely beefing.
Yes, it's the best way to settle it. Prime is a prime example.
Vitaly taking the center of the ring early.
Sorry, guys. Hold on.
Previously, just absolutely beefing.
Yes, it's the best way to settle it. Prime is a prime example.
Look at these jabs and crosses. I mean, these guys are not exactly top contenders.
The ring early, coming in with the big shots.
Handbag swingers.
3-minute rounds. Rips the body with a nice right hand.
You can see Modine is locked in that nervousness.
Modine is shitting himself. But I'm gonna cut the commentary of the guy and just.
Nervousness right there. He's got to let go of those hands if he's to have a chance against Vitaly.
Yeah, he was staring at his corner man, very, very dialed into his corner man, but now the corner man can't be here with him.
And he's got to breathe. He's holding his breath in. He's just kind of running. I'm not sure what his plan is here, but Vitaly hunting him down.
You know, fights like this, they often come down to cardio. Taking his time to start could be the right play. Bit of a low shot there from Vitaly. Vitaly loading up the right hand. Trying to cut the ring off now.
He may have winded him quite a bit as well.
Very slow start from Deen right now. Could be the game plan. We're only a minute in, and we got 2 more rounds to go after this.
Yes. He was watching nature videos with possums.
2 more rounds after this. It's a 3-minute round. That's all he has to do, survive 3 minutes. 9 minutes. That's all.
That's the greatest fight prep I think I've ever heard. I don't think we've even seen a strike thrown from Deen yet. Not a very educated.
Yeah, Deen hasn't thrown a punch yet. He's still waiting to throw that first big one.
Guard here.
He's got to go for it. He's got to. He's holding. Oh!
Oh, he felt that. Oh, he felt that one. He didn't like it.
Vitaly himself, he's got to bite down on the mouthpiece. I mean, nothing's coming back at him, and he's worried about almost like a long parry. Just walk right through that and throw your shots.
Both these guys are really nervous right now, you can tell.
Vitaly's nerves are definitely melting away, though, slowly as he's getting the shots in.
You see him building confidence, whereas it seems like Deen might be getting a bit more nervous. I mean, his movement is just not there right now. What I would say, though, is...
The thing is, Vitaly is actually giving him a lot of leeway, because I don't think he wanted to end it like that quickly. He wasn't going for the kill.
He's moving his head away from Vitaly, right? That's when...
And I honestly, up until this point, thought that Deen was playing it smart. He was trying to wear the guy out. The guy's roided up. He hasn't really been that well, cardio trained. So if he just lets the guy punch himself out, dope-a-rope him a little bit. I actually thought Deen had a strategy. I was wrong.
Ripping that body shot, I mean, the biggest shot we saw so far, I think, was that right-handed body.
Yeah, look, Vitaly with some big swings there. Deen certainly has opportunities to counter, but he's not letting his hands go.
This is where all that talk comes to fruition. 2 minutes and 15 seconds into the fight.
Oh, big swing.
Vitaly.
Oh, Mo has got to come up with some kind of a game plan. Neon is his cornerman, I think, so...
Neon is his cornerman! Neon is his cornerman! I hope you guys don't know who Neon is. I'm going to find the picture of Neon, and then I'm going to show it to you all in a second.
Neon's got to give him some advice here.
At some point, he's got to gain some respect.
Oh,
big right hand!
Turning his back to him,
in the corner.
This fight could be over very soon.
Deen looks hurt. Standing knocked down from the referee. It was a good call, turned around.
Mouth guard comes out of the mouth.
6, 7, 8.
Deen right now.
Yeah, someone's got to advise him something. It's over.
And it's over.
Oh, no.
Good display.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Deen could not hack it. This was Deen's cornerman, apparently. This is the streamer Neon. You wonder why Deen didn't have a good strategy? Because this fucking dweeb is supposedly his cornerman. Holy shit. If this is your cornerman, you're shit out of luck. What the fuck? Oh my god. Oh my god. But yeah, let's just get to the last segment here.
Both these guys are really nervous right now, you can tell.
Vitaly's nerves are definitely
Come on, Mo.
melting away.
Throw one fucking punch, you fat sack of shit. One punch. One fucking punch.
What I would say, though, is he's moving his head away from Vitaly, right? And that's when you got to start ripping that body shots. I mean, the biggest shot we saw so far, I think, was that right-handed body.
Yeah, look, Vitaly with some big swings there. Deen certainly has opportunities to counter, but he's not letting his hands go.
Come on, you fat.
This is where all that talk comes to fruition. 2 minutes.
That's his makeup artist.
Big swing. Oh, Mo has got to come up with some kind of a game plan. Neon is his cornerman, I
Yes.
think. So
Yes, Neon was his
Neon's got to
cornerman.
give him some advice here.
Yeah, this is Neon. This is Neon.
Turning his back to him, I think.
Oh, sorry. Let me go back. Come on.
Oh,
Big right hand.
turning his
Oh.
back to him, I think. This fight
Come on.
could be over very soon.
Oh, the last couple of hits definitely connected. You see, Vitaly's getting a little bit frustrated as well.
Good call, turned around.
Mouth guard comes out of the mouth.
6, 7, 8.
Modine right now.
You can't do it.
Advise him something. It's
Oh, Modine, you pussy.
Good display, good victory.
Not
for Vitaly.
even one round. Not even one round, and you barely threw a punch. You pussy. Oh, sorry, guys. I don't know what the hell it went on. Oh, now here is the post-fight interview with Modine. Let's listen to why he wasn't quite, his awesome, deadly self that Modine normally is. You know, given normal situations, Modine would have been Mike Tyson reincarnated. But let's find out why Modine couldn't quite pull off the Street Fighter and Tekken moves that he had in his arsenal. The Hadoukens.
This is Fred Beck from Fred Talks Fighting. I'm joined by Modine. Mo, it didn't go your way tonight, but still, you got a lot of to be proud of in there.
All right, listen, yeah. Listen, Russians.
I think he's gonna cry.
Are strong people, bro. Whether it's Khabib, Hamza, all of these people, they're just built different, bro. That's number one. Number two, I'm fasting. I'm fasting, bro. Like, there's fighting, and you've had water, drinking, and all that. You've had food. It's 6 o'clock here, bro. The whole day I'm fasting, bro. So my body's like feeling different. Do you know what I'm saying? Normally, in a scrap, you would be like, oh, I can go another round.
Right.
But when you're fasting, it's like your body's telling me, what are you doing, bro? You're not getting...
Yeah, you see, it's because he was fasting. That's why he was fasting. Only if he wasn't fasting. Of course, you can see on Modine's physique that he does carry at least enough water in those titties to feed himself for 3 or 4 days. He's carrying enough water. He's got a couple of water bags that you would think would be able to sustain him for 9 minutes. But when you're fasting, only if Modine wasn't fasting, his performance would have been so much better. So much better. Damn you, this time of the year. Why did Ramadan have to fall into March and April? Only if it was a month away. Maybe I mean, you know, it's just bad luck. It's just bad. I'm sorry, Mo. Okay, let's listen to the rest of his bullshit excuses.
Getting no water.
He's got a C cup. He literally has a C cup.
And you're not getting no food after this. I can go another round.
Right.
But when you're fasting, it's like your body's telling me, what are you doing, bro? You're not getting no water, and you're not getting no food after this. You know what I'm saying? You're getting nothing, bro. Like, so you feel different. I'm not saying like, I'm not blaming it all on fasting. I'm saying the feeling that you get is more different to the normal feeling. Do you see what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
And number two, yeah, I came here with no trainer, bro. They told man, take this fight. This guy's some bolo youth, bro. Let's be real, innit? My man looks like the bro from Rocky. You know the Rocky when he fought that Russian bro?
Ivan Drago.
The dragon bro.
Yeah.
My man looks like him.
The dragon, bro. He says Ivan Drago. Oh, shit. Advert? In ads.
Bro, I'm thinking, bro, I don't even have to watch that fight back, bro. Did you watch it? Like, what, did I bang him?
Well, it seems like your movement, I was quite impressed by. You managed to keep moving circles around the ring. Vitaly seemed to get a little bit tired. We managed to keep him on his toes, to say the least.
Bro, I can't lie, as long as no one died and that. I can't lie, this sport's dangerous. The man them are dying and shit.
Oh, yeah. You
It's
look
very
like,
rare
you look
boxers
like
ever
you were
fight
going
when
to
they're doing
die.
Ramadan. Normally they say, okay, for these 2 months, I won't do Ramadan, and after I'll do it.
Listen, Khabib said that. Islam said that. Hamza said that. They've all put that on their story.
He's comparing himself to Khabib and Hamza. He's comparing himself to Khabib. They all said, yes, we don't fight in Ramadan. Because, fucking hell, dude. You could have fought him in December. You could have fought him after having 5 gallons of water and food for the ton of food or whatever. You could have fought him when you were at your best day, and you still would be fucking getting smashed. That was not a performance of a man who is a born killer, but an expert boxer, but just was a bit down. This Khabib and all these other people have to. They literally are competing with the best of the best. Yes, it matters when they do it because they have to be in top peak. I think you would have been all right, titties.
Bro. But the reason I took this fight is because they said, where you going?
Huh? Where you going? There's no service here. Okay.
How long?
2 minutes.
Bro, there's the reason because they said a couple of bands will get swung to charity, you feel me? So man says, I'll come. You feel me? Like, if it's like that, it's a different thing. Like, look, I know some people say, more Deen this, more Deen that, bro. Look, at the end of the day, bro, if you're a real bad man, you have to accept the challenge, bro. My man told me, let's go and scrap. I didn't say no. I said, yeah. Do you understand? I said, yeah, bro. Just for you saying
You didn't back down, you accepted the challenge.
Exactly. So, look, Mike Tyson's lost fights.
Oh, Mike Tyson has lost fights.
Muhammad Ali, the greatest boxer of the world, lost a fight. Do you understand?
Everyone loses at some stage. Whether it's now or it's 2 fights time or it's 3 fights time.
Because you're in their league,
man
right?
Moved from General G to this Russian youth that's flipping built like a Russian tank, bruv. Man seeing Putin in front of me.
Man seeing
Putin. Telling me General G's some bro who's in the pub. You find him in the pub eating peanuts and a lager. This bro, what's this calm bro? Like they swung man from General G to this brother. I don't know, bro.
But I know you fought today on Misfits and you did make your debut. Is this something you want to continue, you reckon, when Ramadan's done? You want to fight again?
Let me tell you something. I'll be real with all of you right now.
You're shitting.
Man's played bare sports. On God's my
What
witness.
sports?
Bare things, bro.
Yeah.
There's no sport that's more tougher than boxing. I don't.
Is it what sports? He can't even name one. Just football, you fucking idiot. Anything. He's like, I played bare sports. Like, what sports? I've just played a lot of sports. Yeah, darts. Maybe pool. Snooker. Or, oh my God, tiddlywinks. I wouldn't say chess because you fucking haven't got the brains for that. Oh my God, look at this. The guy asked him what sports.
You reckon when Ramadan's done, you want to fight again?
Let me tell you something. I'll be real with all of you right now. Man's played bare sports.
Bare things, man.
God's my
What
witness.
sports?
Bare things, bro.
Yeah. Bare things.
There's no sport that's more tougher than boxing. I don't want to hear it, bro.
Gymnastics.
There's no discussion. I don't want to hear someone trying to discuss
MMA.
this argument, bro. It's not even an argument. It's the fact. This is the hardest sport in the world, bro.
Or is it?
And whoever's you can't. It's the maddest. So whoever's doing well in boxing, these men are tough. On God, bro. Like,
But to answer my question, do you reckon you'll fight again? Give it 3-4 months and you'll be back in there?
bro, they look what they've dashed man in with. Hulk Hogan, bruv, some massive bre. Like the bre, I'm looking at myself and I'm looking at him. Like I'm seeing my belly and then I'm looking at this bre's muscles. Like just that is making man think.
That's why he was shitting himself in the when they were doing the shit. Let me go back one. Look. At this point, when they're squaring up, no, you can see it. That's what I'm saying. You can see it in Odin's eyes. He is shitting himself. Because I don't think he's seen Vitaly without his shirt. He could have just Googled him. Look at this. Look at this. Modine is shitting himself right now. He's looking at him thinking, he's going to kill me. I mean, don't get me wrong, Vitaly's a big fucking lad, but he can't box for shit. I don't know, man. I don't know. Clearly, these guys, they don't even spar. They don't even spar in the gym just to get a few rounds in. I've never seen a single video of Modine sparring, actually sparring, not hitting pads and skipping and whatever the fuck else they did. No, you have to spar, you fucking idiots.
Bro, like, do you know them ones? It's already a mad thing, bro. So, like, dash man in with someone that's like me, kind of. Do you feel me? Yeah. Like, they're dashing man with this breath full of, bro, the breath's
a
like...
fat, chubby fucking loser that's never thrown a punch in his life. Is that who you want to fight? Because that's the guy you fought last time.
Some Arnold Schwarzenegger. Yeah? My man's like, they dash man in the deep end straight away when they don't even know how to swim. Like, you know them ones? So it's a bit of a techie one, bro. They need to give man someone that's a bit like... Man.
I reckon for your next fight, though, because you lost, they'll give you someone a little bit easier, more of a 50-50.
Yeah, something that makes sense, innit?
Anyone in mind?
Anyone wants that smoke, I'll go in. Like, I accepted the challenge, bro. Bro said, "What? Let's go scrap." I accepted it. So if these bro bros want to scrap, I'll accept it, bro. But I'm not guaranteed I'm gonna win. Right. But I'll still.
Yeah, because you accepted it because you wanted the clout, and now you're a fucking laughingstock.
Accept it.
They're not gonna fucking have you again because you look like shit. You fought like shit. You didn't last one round. You fucking sack of shit.
Do you understand? And that's a W right there. Just for...
You see, Modine, what you don't realize is that these men are actually men. They're not like your ex-wives where you could beat the shit out of them and put them in hospital and then still, walk away from that. No, these guys are going to punch back. That's why you're shitting yourself, you pussy.
Accepting the fight.
It's even getting in the ring in the first place.
So I don't know bro, to be honest with you, I've been getting cussed. I get cussed every day for the last 5 years on social media, bro.
Because you're a wife-beating sack of shit, okay? Yes, I fucking exposed you, and I will continue to expose you for the wife-beating sack of shit that you are. I can't even believe on what fucking planet you are even getting the amount of clout that you are already getting. The fact that you're getting the level of fame that you have. You're a scum-sucking piece of shit. Real men of the brothers of your ex-wife should fucking crush your skull into the floor. You're a sack of shit that beats women. Fuck you, Modine.
Every single comment is a cuss, bro. Like, what's the difference now? More cusses? It's like someone saying, a wet person ain't scared of the rain, bro. So if you're wet, you're not scared of the rain because you're already
and not
wet.
a seaver or a lake or a river.
What are you going to do? Cuss, man, when I'm getting cussed 24/7 every day. What's that going to do? I'm already getting cussed, bro. That doesn't make a difference. Oh, you got a few more cusses now. Added to the list.
Yes.
Like, I'm immune to cusses, bro.
No, you're not.
You know them ones like Brez are immune out here.
You're
doesn't affect you.
You're the
Doesn't
most.
affect me. What are you gonna say?
You're the most egotistical, self-centered sack of shit anyone knows. We know you're gonna fucking watch every fucking video made with your name at it. You literally fucking text Alex Stein telling them, "Don't have me on the show." Because I'm some weirdo. Because you knew I was going to expose you and your wife-beating fucking ways. You sack of shit. And by the way, he loves the Coke. Oh, he loves the Coke. And I'm not talking about cola. I'm talking about that good Colombian stuff.
Oh, you lost to Vitaly. Yeah, so what? What?
So what? Now you got paid, you got experience, and move on to the next fight. And you inform Ramadan.
Listen, we're still alive, bro. Alhamdulillah, that's the big blessing to be alive, bro. Man, I'm out here dying, bro, on real, or in hospital or something. So praise be to God, and alhamdulillah for everything, bro. I don't really care. Awesome. And like I said, Russian dudes are built different, bro. Why do you think Hamza, Habib, Islam, and all the other brothers that we don't even know about, they're always champions, bro. These brothers have got some next genetics. I don't know if it's from the Roman Empire. I don't know what empire it is. These men are some next thing, you get me?
Roman Empire? What the fuck are you talking about? The Russians? Yeah, because Khabib was wrestling bears when he was like 8 years old. Literally wrestling bear cubs. Yes, those men are built different. You ain't. You're built like a fucking tubby sack of fucking shit.
Alhamdulillah, my brother.
You gonna stay and watch the rest of the fights now? What's your plan for tonight?
I need to go break my fast.
Yeah.
I'm singing off to the mosque right now to pray.
Oh, no, so straight off this, straight to the mosque.
No, bro, I'm putting on my clothes and ducking. I'm going to take these with me because I'm not even going to take them off. Can't even take them off.
And just one last thing before I do let you go. Your Neon in support. How was it having Neon here tonight?
Yeah, that's like the best trainer ever, bro.
Neon's the best boxing trainer ever.
Come on, bro. Look at him.
Sorry. This is the guy he took. I just want you to know. He's talking about this guy. This is Neon, the best boxing trainer ever. Let's listen to that whilst.
And just one last thing before I do let you go. Your Neon in support. How was it having Neon here tonight?
Yeah, that's like the best trainer ever, bro.
Neon's the best boxing trainer ever.
Come on, bro. Look at him. Number one, Costamaro.
I can only imagine it myself.
The interview is like I can't imagine it myself.
So yeah, alhamdulillah, my brother.
You gonna stay and watch the rest of the fights now? What's your plan for tonight?
I need to go break my fast.
Yeah.
I'm singing off to the mosque right now to pray.
Oh, no, so straight off this, straight to the mosque.
No, bro, I'm putting on my clothes and ducking. I'm going to take these with me because I'm not even going to take them off. Can't even take them off.
And just one last thing before I do let you go. Your Neon in support. How was it having Neon here tonight?
Yeah, that's like the best trainer ever, bro.
Neon's the best boxing trainer ever.
Come on, bro. Look at him. Number one, Costamaro.
I can only imagine it myself. Do you reckon you'll be streaming a Neon in the near future? Get back in the gym. What's your plan the next week or the next 2 weeks? Have a little rest?
Bro, like, because it's the month of Ramadan, I've literally declined collabs with celebrities. On the Holy Quran, they've told me there's hotels in Dubai right now waiting for me with princes, animals, farms, zoos, money kicks, all of them, begging man to be there.
Oh, money kicks.
Bro,
I know that guy.
Minion's telling me, please come. On the Holy Quran, I said, no. I've got to do the month of Ramadan.
Yes.
Do my thing. You get me? I can't be traveling like that. Because when you travel, you got to break your fast. Come with us here. Come with these celebrities. G Herbo. All of these. So many celebrities, bro.
Right.
I declined everything, bro. Because I need to finish with this month fast. You feel me? Do my thing. Not be traveling around. And then keep it stepping. Yeah, that's my phone. All right. Answer.
Well, I'll let you go now. Neon's calling you, but I do appreciate your time as always through Fight Week.
Start cussing, but
Yes.
what like?
Yes, we will be
like
cussing.
Man's immune, bro.
We'll be cussing.
It's like I'm immune
a lot.
Bro, so don't make. Like, if you're not
a
cussing,
lot.
I'm getting cussed in every single video. That
You're
even whether I get a W or a L.
You're a
I still
sack
cuss.
of shit.
Okay, well, I will let you go. No,
All
we
right.
are short of time here, but perfect. We'll end it here. Cheers, guys.
All right. So yeah, that was Modine versus Vitaly getting creamed. Look, guys, I just wanted to do this, and it's a Tuesday night, so it's like whatever. I should have really done it at the weekend, but I didn't have a chance. Had lots to do. So, what are we doing now? Where are we moving on to with this particular segment of the show? Let me think. Anyone want to jump on a panel? Anyone want a panel? Okay. All right. Okay. So why agree to the fight? Well, that's the thing. He needed it. He needs the clout. I mean, he's talking such shit about he's getting bare celebrities. He's not getting shit. He needs this sort of thing in order to bump up his profile. Otherwise he's got nothing else. He has nothing else. He's talentless. He does nothing else except this. This is it. This is all Modine has to offer. Okay, wait a minute. This fucking StreamYard always fucks with my fucking connection setup. Why? Because StreamYard is a cunt. Stop fucking with my setup, StreamYard. You sack of shit. I have my setup set up my way. I did it my way. Okay, guys, I don't know if the sound is louder or quieter because I have increased my volume. I hope it's up there. I hope it's not too bad. Either way, we are moving into the next phase of this evening's conversation. If anyone jumps up, we have a panel organized. If not, then I shall bid you adieu. Let me see. This. Hold on, let me not. God, Modine. Annoying piece of dog turd. Okay. It's my keyboard. I think I've got to change the batteries or some shit in this fucking thing. Oh, you bastards. Stop voting. Okay, I think only one person has voted. I suspect this is only a vote of one person. Actually, okay. Now you see. Now we have a bit of a mixed bag. We have a yes and we have a no, but the yeses are still overwhelmingly yes. Well, there it is, boys and girls. It's in the chat if you so wish to jump on. I don't see Curb Your Enthusiasm tonight. Is he under a different name? I don't know. Usually find Curb be very, very nice. Oh, okay, we got KO Modo. I don't know what. I'm not sure what that is. 5T3. Who else? Have I mentioned everyone that's been out and about? I did say hello to Fun with Dirt and CCD. Good evening, gentlemen. Lost in the dance floor. I think we've already done that. Good. Oh shit! I gotta set up. I have to set up the StreamYard Valley. It's not set up properly. Son of a bitch. My ass. There you go. Got one. And we have one person on the panel already. Someone jumped on. Aha! Hey, how's it going, Omar? You all right, mate?
How are you, man? What's going on?
Good, man. I'm good. I see you. I see you with the whole American flag and oh no, that's not a Trump hat. That's a regular hat.
Yeah, it's an American hat though. USA.
Yes.
All stars.
Yeah. Nice.
I got my Trump one right over there.
No, I just thought with the American flag, I thought that red hat was a Trump hat. How is life, dude? It's been a while. How's things? How are you keeping?
Nah, man, been all right. You know, just had an optical migraine today. That's why I didn't do that video today because I just started seeing like freaking halos and shit. So I basically just like went low, but it's all right. I'm right now, so basically I just dehydrated myself or something. But yeah. Pretty weird that you're talking about fights because I was going to talk about fights also.
Are you kidding me? Oh my god, that is the freakiest thing. So, what were you? What fights were you thinking of discussing?
Talking about the Mike Tyson and that Jake Paul fight that's coming up.
I see. You see, that's the thing. That's coming up, so that hasn't actually taken place then, because I wasn't sure.
I think it's July.
Yeah, because I wasn't sure if it had already happened. Because I got this impression from someone, I don't know, weirdly, someone said, some YouTuber or something about, this Mike Tyson fight and Jake Paul, this is a fix, and it was all fixed. And he was talking like as it was past tense, like it had already happened. So I got a little paranoid, like, oh shit, so the fight had already taken place and Tyson lost. That's what I got the impression of. But no, it hasn't happened yet. Awesome.
No, it's gonna happen in like July, but like the weirdest thing is like they got 18-inch or 18-ounce gloves. So it's like fighting with like those are 16-ounce right there, like the boxing behind me.
Yeah, I use
like
16.
2 ounces heavier, but yeah, so it's like it's not that much more, but I mean like they act like there's some sort of like
18-ounce gloves. Those are like fucking clown gloves at that point. It's ridiculously big.
But I mean, it's safety though. I mean, Tyson could hit really hard still for an old man. You know, that's what the difference.
Are you kidding me? They're chosen 18 ounces so that Tyson doesn't kill this man.
I think that's what it is, dude. Like, it's all about safety, I think, because the other guy, because I mean, like the last fight, Jake Paul, I think it was Jake Paul, got knocked out by the dude he was fighting, and the guy had to hold him up till the end of the round. So I mean, like that's what happened. I think we fought Mayweather or something like that. I forget the last guy that he fought.
I don't think he's fought Mayweather yet, has he?
I'm not sure. I keep forgetting who he fought. Basically, Jake Paul is just a joke. He's like, it's all like stage fights and stuff like that. But with Tyson, hopefully Tyson will just basically take out his anger on this kid.
God, I want Tyson
to like embarrassing boxing.
Fucking crush him. Yeah. I want Tyson to destroy him. Yeah. I just can't wait. Yeah, no, I totally do.
Jake Paul should be letting other underdog YouTubers fight, not going for like the champion stuff like that. He should be fighting like people with less than 1,000 subscribers, not like the top of the guy fighters and stuff like that, because he's not a fighter, like a real professional fighter. At least
that would be actually.
I mean, Tyson.
But the thing is, I know you're into the fight game. You watch Street Beefs.
Sometimes I watch some of those things.
Okay. I was watching two heavyweights of Street Beefs the other day, and they were like 1,000 times better than these idiots. Deen and Vitaly that I just saw now, and most of these other undercards fights of these kind of the Jake Paul guys, and also what are these guys? Misfits Boxing. This is their promotion.
Yeah.
The people that these guys have are absolutely god awful. The people who actually go to Scrapyard. Not Scrapyard, Street Beefs, and there's Street Beef Scrapyard and all these other affiliates. They are some of them are 10 times better than these guys, and I don't even think those guys even get paid at Street Beefs. I don't think they do.
I don't think so. Unless they bet on themselves, I think that's the only way they get paid.
Well,
I think
if there's any gambling involved, but yeah, as far as I know, for all I know, they may have to even pay the Street Beefs guys to actually fight.
It's weird, I mean, that's I guess with popularity and the internet and stuff like that, the viral shit will just go further than guys out in the hood or something like that, just fighting beating the crap out of one another. They basically can't promote themselves.
Also nowadays, you can't really do the whole street fight thing. The YouTube won't allow it, so it has to appear as if it's a professional setup. Otherwise, YouTube wouldn't let you do it. So you wouldn't be able to broadcast it on YouTube anyway. You'd have to go to Rumble and other things. But yeah, because street fights, even though I still see them from time to time on YouTube, I've uploaded videos of women hitting men as an example of how women behave badly. This was a thing. YouTube took it straight down, took it straight away down, really? And I got those videos from YouTube. So there were legacy.
That's weird.
Yeah, because there were legacy videos. You see, that's the thing with YouTube is you can when they introduce their little shitty rules, like they change their policies every year, they added new shit. You can still have the shit you had on a few. Depends though. I think this is the thing with YouTube, and it's the same with Twitch. If the admins of YouTube or somehow are okay with your channel, or you're at a certain level, then they'll let it go. But if you're not, because I've seen people upload fight videos or other things at bigger channels and they've let them go. But then when you uploaded, and I always thought it was maybe a legacy thing, but that's not it, because I've had videos that I uploaded 2-3 years ago. Now they're getting flagged for being for violating the rules. So they're retroactively blocking my videos. So why aren't they retroactively blocking all these other street fights and all these other nonsense that's going on?
True.
So I think it is a bit of a favoritism thing with the mods at YouTube. It all depends on who you're kissing ass to or who you pissed off.
Totally.
Yeah. Because I know Twitch is 100% like that. Twitch is 100%. Twitch allows these e-thoughts to literally flash their naked asses all over the place. But if one male Twitch streamer does anything slightly inappropriate, shows a naked leg or something, then bam, the guys are banned. They're not even suspended for a week or given some sort of short-term punishment. Some of them are outright banned forever.
it's ridiculous what's going on. I mean, the popularity contest and just like, like being basically like, like favoritism and stuff. It's like, nepotism is like all over in America. I mean, that's the whole place is just run on nepotism. So, I mean, like I'm used to it,
But it's not even nepotism because these guys don't even know half these streamers. It's just that Twitch has discovered, well, if we show half-dressed naked, half-naked women on our stream, it seems a lot of men come to this place and spend a lot of time on our site. Let's do that.
Do they still have like nudie bars in like London and stuff like that? Do they have it actually over there?
Strippers? You mean strip bars? Yeah. Of course.
Okay, I was just curious.
I was a regular at a few of them. I actually know some of the owners or general managers of a few in London. If you ever get down here, hook me up. I'll take you to some interesting places. High class, not some dirty place. not some low level shit. No, these are high quality women. Very respectful.
Not that bar there. They crawled in the toilet and train spotting.
Well, this is the thing. There are places, pubs like that as well, where they are just horrific. And there is actually couple of strip bars, which are like that, where the woman who's going to strip, you don't like, normal high level strip bars. I mean, I think Spearmint Rhino is one that started in America, and it's become international. I actually knew one of the managers of the Spearmint Rhino in the London branch, and I also know another club. But Spearmint Rhino, for example, is a reasonably middle to high end sort of strip club, and the girls are usually just dressed in like maybe some provocative outfits, but they're not naked around. And also, if you want to see them naked, you go to a private location and then you give them 20 quid and they strip for you. But these other low level bars, the ones you were talking about, like from Train Spotting, there is a girl who goes around with a cup and everyone puts in like a pound coin into the cup, and then once she collects enough coins from all the guys watching around, she would then go onto the stage and then start to strip. And that's the way that works. And those are the low level shit that we're talking about. Those are the hood strip bars.
Yeah, there's like, I'm like right near like the New Jersey, New York border or whatever like that. And I heard the girls in New York City have to actually pay to get on stage. Like they have to pay rent to get on, like rent the stage.
Oh yeah,
so that's a weird thing.
All strip clubs do. All strip clubs do. What happens is the way it works with strip clubs is the girl pays a set fee for the night in the club, and then whatever she makes is hers. So she pays, let's say, I don't know, $100, and then she then dances on the stage at some intervals. But really, her thing is to go around and just basically get men to pay for her strips, and that's how she makes her real cash. And whatever she makes is on her. I mean, these girls, don't get me wrong, on a good night they could, some nights they could make thousands of pounds. Some nights, on average, they walk away with at least £200-300 a night, and that's a low quiet sort of night. Now, admittedly, this was back when I was going to these places with the company, because our company used to hold, because I used to work for this adult magazine company, and we used to hold parties. Cool. Yeah, we used to hold parties at these bars. So we used to go talk to these guys. We say, okay, we're launching a magazine on X date. We're going to have a launch party for this magazine. So we're going to hire your place. We're going to invite, all the people from the industry, actors, producers, news writers, whatever, publicity basically. And then we'll throw a party at these bars. So for me, that's how I ended up going to these places so much, was because my job, essentially, my company would hire these, and it was free for us. Drinks were free, everything was free. We just go in there and just drink and VIP the whole night. Because when you go to a strip bar and you have to pay out of your own pocket, it's not as much fun.
Yeah,
it's too expensive.
I I remember what we used to do when we were like going to strip clubs and stuff. The way to get like like with the dollar and stuff, we would rip it in half and then fold the dollar so that you had $2 out of $1, and then give it to the girl, and the girl would find out later on that she got a half a dollar.
Oh,
So, I mean,
that's nasty.
Well, we were kids. I mean,
Yeah,
we weren't
you guys-
even supposed to be in these clubs. We used to go there when we were like 17 and stuff. So I mean, like we were
Yeah.
like not allowed in these.
Well,
places
yeah,
in
if
the
you're a
first
kid, then there's curiosity. The thing is, how much was it for a dance then with these girls? Was it like a couple of dollars or a few dollars?
Well, that's the weird thing, because like, you ever seen the movie Porky's?
Yeah. Oh my God, yeah. It's great film.
This place was like that dirty, and like it was upstate New York, kind of like at the border. It was called Passions around here and stuff. And like there was like a guy that kind of looked like Porky in the back, but on life support. He had a fucking oxygen tank on his face, and he was like in a wheelchair. I'm like, what the hell can that guy do except for fall on you? Like, it was
And he
just
was like the
weirdest thing.
bouncer. Was he supposed to be the?
He might have been a bouncer or an owner. Like, we never asked questions because we were like underage, but we used to go up like on Sunday before like 5 o'clock or something like that, because you can get an early bird for like $5 in instead of like like $8 or whatever, where it would be normal. And we were just cheap kids and stuff. We'd have our beer in our bags and stuff and just go up there, and then like usually get thrown out of the bar and stuff, because my friend Chris, oh my God, he was such a cheap bastard. He like basically was like getting a girl come up across the bar, and she, I guess, rubbed herself against them. And like immediately, like right after that, he smelled something really disgusting, and he ripped his shirt off and started like got us thrown out of the bar, demanding the owner, like, people pay for his new shirt, because like it was just ruined, dude. Yeah, it was really fucking hilarious, but it was definitely a funny way to go to a bar. Yeah,
it's good fun though. It's good fun when you're a
Upstate
kid.
New York though. Yeah.
So
he was like,
yeah. Oh, so this was upstate New York. So yeah, I've never been.
Yeah,
I've
right
never
on the
been to New
border.
York. But what was I going to say? I was going to bring you back to the whole fighting game.
Okay.
Do you think this? I mean, what we were sort of discussing
Tyson and Paul.
Do you think that these ones are going to be now kind of fixed because they want to have like a rematch? So they will have like Tyson. I don't know whether take a dive or just generally lose the fight in some kind of points thing, and then they will have like a hype it up for a rematch where
they don't. Well, I mean, with Tyson, you don't have to worry about him like losing the fight by throwing it or anything like that. He'll just lose the fight by like going like crazy and biting the fucking guy's ear off and stuff like that. Like he did in Holyfield.
Yeah, but I don't think
As
Paul
soon as he starts losing, he can't handle it.
Yeah, but Paul doesn't want that. Paul, I don't think. No, I'm talking about
him.
fixing the fight. I'm not talking about actually naturally like what might happen. I'm talking about, would they purposely fix the fight to say, okay, we'll do a draw or Paul will win, and then in a rematch you can come and destroy him. Just to get that
I don't
extra.
think so, because like with this stuff, it's like one watch, and like people get bored after just like the one thing with these guys, because like him and it's like kind of like like once in a lifetime type of fight. So I mean, like he's not Rocky. That's the weird thing about him. And it's not like Apollo Creed or anything like that where they could go back and forth. He's like, you're lucky that they got the people's attention, I think, in the first place.
Well, technically, Rocky and Apollo only fought twice. That's all. If you actually, yeah, but they fought the third time they fought was in secret. That was the
in the
secret
ring
fight.
at the freaking gym. Yeah, I remember that.
Exactly. So that wasn't an official fight. They actually only officially fought twice. There is apparently some weird thing about the fact that I forgot what it was, but it was apparently they were going to make a movie based around that secret fight.
Oh.
It was some
crazy. So what the weird thing is, Rocky, the real Rocky, lived in the next town over from me in Bayonne. I used to live in Jersey City, New Jersey, and the real Rocky lived in Bayonne, New Jersey. He was at the Bayonne Bleeder, and he fought Muhammad Ali.
The Rocky Marciano? No,
the real Rocky. No, Chuck Webner.
Oh yes, the one that was built based around him. Oh my God, I didn't realize.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So he had a bar over there in Woodhull, Bayonne, and stuff like that. Yeah. So he was like very popular fighter there.
Yeah, because Muhammad Ali actually gave that guy some credit. He gave him a lot of credit. He said, that guy stood with me toe to toe.
He's the first guy to knock Muhammad Ali down.
So yeah,
Muhammad Ali never knocked him down. He was the first guy that ever knocked him down. Also, I think.
Oh wow! So the guy who actually inspired the movie, you knew it? Did you knew him or Was it just
No,
me
I
about-
knew other fighters in Jersey City. Like that's the weird thing. Like I knew a guy that's actually in the Boxing Hall of Fame, but he was a trainer and stuff of Tyson. Actually, that's the weird thing down there in Jersey City. Mario Costa, he's a Portuguese guy.
Oh,
so I mean,
wow.
he's like he did a television show with Mike Tyson on Animal Planet with the birds racing and stuff like that. So have you ever seen that?
No, I've never seen that one.
You've never seen the bird racing with Mike Tyson? You should look it up. It's Animal Planet and him
Bird
basically
racing with
Mario.
Mike Tyson.
Yeah, that's his favorite thing to do. Because he basically like used to live in the ghetto and they have like like birds on the roofs and stuff. So it's very boring, but that's what they do. So
Well, I mean, what kind of birds?
Pigeons.
Oh, pigeon racing.
Yeah, like homing pigeons.
Yeah, I never knew Mike Tyson was into that. Dear God, I had no idea.
Yeah, that's how Mike Tyson got into boxing. Supposedly, he said that while he was like in the ghetto and stuff, that he had pigeons, and one of like the guys in the ghetto or whatever like killed one of the birds, and that's when he knew that he was a fighter because he beat the hell out of the guy. And, basically got like put in like a boys' school or whatever. So
yeah, no,
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I've Googled it, so I'm gonna start looking into it. I didn't realize Mike Tyson was into pigeon racing. It's pigeon racing, really. It's when you say bird racing, because
Yeah.
like I was thinking ostriches or like I don't know some kind of emu racing, ostrich racing. What kind of racing are they doing?
I hear you. But when I moved up towards like the mountain where Action Park is and stuff, like I actually was working in a building that was half of a boxing ring actually, and like the one was like a stable for Ray Mercer. He was a WBC champion with like Al Cole and Charles Murray. So they were like fighting half of like the building.
Bloody hell! So you actually know a lot of these, like you grew up around a lot of boxers and fighters. Did you ever do
Yeah.
anything yourself? Did you get involved in a little bit of boxing or training or sparring?
We did basement boxing and stuff like that. We did a lot of like like amateur type stuff, and we beat the hell out of one another. I used to have a video.
Fight
It
Club
was like
stuff.
it was like 3 hours long. Yeah, in our basement, it was BBF, Basement Boxing Federation we had. And basically they stopped us because the Child Protective Services saw the kids coming to school with like purple ears and stuff and their jaws couldn't open. But I mean, we had a lot of fun. But I mean, it was like we would have it set up where it was like 6-ounce glove and a 12-ounce glove. And like, the person had to flip a coin, and whoever got the coin flip got to pick the 6-ounce on their right hand and the 12-ounce on their left. So like, depending if you were lefty or righty, like you would kick the crap out of the person. So yeah, we had 12-ounce, 2 of them until one of them exploded. So like that's what happened. Like our gloves just exploded from like hitting people.
Hitting so much.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun.
That's insane.
But yeah, I had like so many fights, but I brought one of my friends down there and like I kicked the crap out of him, not on purpose, but he borrowed my video and he won't let me have it back. Like he just lost it. So it's like bastard. But like that's kind of what happened. But
yeah, no, I've got a pair of 12 ounce. I've got a pair of 12 ounce. Is it 12 or 8? 8 actually, and I've got a pair of 16 in the car where I take it to the gym. Because the thing is, the 16 is just because it's heavier, so it feels, your hands. You just like afterwards when you take them off, you feel stronger. I don't know. I just use it as kind of a little bit of extra weight training on the fists, on the wrists.
Negative resistance or whatever.
Yeah, that sort of thing. It's not really because I'm not hitting anyone. I haven't sparred in years because I haven't been to a proper boxing club. I just go to my local gym that has a couple of bags. I just go off on the bags and just skipping and stuff. I haven't. Yeah, sparring is 10 years since the last time I actually did any kind of sparring. Yeah, it's crazy because
I knew a fighter who was actually like it was the weirdest thing, dude. Because like the guy that I told you about, that Mario guy that with Tyson, my mother when I was little, my mother like worked for that guy basically as a waitress at his he had a diner right across the street from the ringside boxing place. So like I used to go down there and actually have like Christmas and stuff with those guys and stuff. So it was like, we knew them from like when we were really little and stuff. And like, it was like really strange, like because he had another fighter. He used to get Canadian fighters. And if you ever hear of Arturo Gotti and Joe Gotti,
you sound very familiar.
He got murdered in it was in Brazil. They by his wife. He fought Mickey Ward. and Mickey Ward and Arturo had like the best fights or whatever. It was kind of like a Rocky fight and stuff like that. But yeah, that's one of the fighters that I actually met a couple times, and I met him in Jersey City. And the weird thing was, in Jersey City, like his brother, like I used to go to a campground, and I met a guy that had a red jacket on that had Joe Gotti's name on the back of it, and I thought he was Joe Gotti, and the guy pretended to be a fighter. And then later on, I met the real fighter, Joe Gotti, down in Jersey City, and told the real fighter that there was a guy pretending to be him up like probably like 50 miles away, and he knew who the guy was. That was the weirdest thing I ever heard in my life, that the guy knew who the fighter was that was wearing his jacket. That was the weirdest thing. But yeah, but the weirdest thing is like they were brothers, and the one guy got killed in Brazil. Like that was, he was a champion too. Like he was really good, Arturo. So, but yeah. So
yeah, no, I mean, the funny thing is the only fight that I've sort of recently seen, a boxing fight anyway, and it was not like even a proper sanctioned fight, I don't think. It was that English chap who beat the MMA guy, Zangano. Ngannou? You know which one I mean? It was that English, yeah, it was the British guy versus this MMA guy.
Oh, see, I'm out of like the loop with like a lot of the fighters except for like Tyson Fury. That's kind of like the last guy that I knew.
Yeah. Tyson Fury obviously is he's one of the.
There's like no fighters anymore that I know. It's the weirdest thing.
It was no, it was what's his name?
Anthony Joshua?
Yes, Anthony Joshua, and
that's what Tim Bobbins Skinsey put on the screen.
Oh, thank you, Timmy. Thank you. Anthony Joshua versus Ngannou. Yeah. And the thing is, apparently Anthony Ngannou had fought Tyson Fury, and I don't know, did he win or what happened to the Tyson Fury fight? I didn't keep track of that one. Ngannou, our MMA versus boxing fights, the future of combat sports. Yeah, this is the thing. But yeah, they did actually fight. I don't know. I heard that actually Ngannou may have actually beaten, or it was, I don't know, it might have beaten Tyson Fury. I'm not entirely sure, but because this was actually after Francis Ngannou and Tyson Fury, but after this was, I guess, yeah, you could say Floyd Mayweather was the one, and Conor McGregor were the ones who actually opened the doors to this crossover from MMA to boxing. But when Anthony Joshua, now I don't know exactly what may have happened with Tyson Fury's fight, but when Anthony Joshua just wiped the floor with Ngannou, you could immediately see, yeah. If you haven't seen that one, dude, look that one up.
No.
Believe me, it's worth watching. It's on YouTube, I think. I'm sure it was on YouTube at the time. But yeah, that is worth watching because you can clearly see these two people are their disciplines are very different. I mean, yes, sure, boxers, MMA fighters can learn how to box, but they can't learn how to box to the level of really Anthony Joshua or I would have thought Tyson Fury, but clearly Tyson Fury was having a bad day because the way Anthony Joshua just wiped the floor with that guy. Now don't get me wrong, I'm sure Joshua wouldn't last 2 minutes in an MMA ring, and Garner would take him down and ground and pound the living shit out of him. But that's precisely because these are two different sports. They are, they may be fighting, but boxing is sport. Boxing isn't a street fight. It's a sport, and you have to focus on a certain, techniques and certain way of training and fighting. MMA is as close to street fighting as you're going to get, and you can't devote, hours and hours of your time on boxing skills. You have to be grappling. You have to, have grappling alone. Just the jiu-jitsu portion of MMA is a lifetime worth of work. You could train for 10, 20 years and still not, perfect a lot of the jiu-jitsu stuff, and that's why you can see it in like the Brazilian jiu-jitsu guys. Half of them are training from when they're kids. So you know, it's MMA has way too many disciplines that you have to train in, so you can't devote that much time to one of them. You have to be good at all of them, and so you have to essentially spread your time training all of these different things. But with Anthony Joshua, no, he doesn't have to do anything. I guarantee you, he hasn't got a clue how to do an armbar or a choke or a Kimura or any of those crap. He doesn't know what the hell a sweep is. But he's an excellent boxer. He will destroy you in a boxing ring. So when you're taking these MMA guys and you're putting them in a boxing ring, I think, yeah, most of them are gonna. I mean, I'll be amazed if any of them actually win, but most of them are gonna get their asses handed to them. You see the way Floyd Mayweather just toyed with McGregor, and McGregor considers himself like a good striker. He's like ranked as one of the good strikers in the MMA world. Yeah, Mayweather was playing with him by that. I think he just let it go to 4 rounds. I think was it 4 rounds? I think it was like the 4th or 5th round.
I forget which one what their fight was. I totally forgot about their fight. That's the weirdest thing.
Yeah, Mayweather just was toying with him. It was like a child. McGregor was, although McGregor was like, oh, I was just getting my second wind, and I was really, oh, dude, you would have annihilated you if the referee hadn't stopped it. You would have had some sort of brain injury. The referee saved you from getting Parkinson's and shit.
Yeah, sometimes people basically like are lucky, but I mean, like, you know, like some of these fights are like that one guy that I was telling you about, the Rocky guy, he actually fought Andre the Giant in a real like, wrestling match or whatever. That the real Bayonne Bleeder guy. That's the weirdest thing you ever saw, like a boxer versus Andre the Giant, and it was like the oddest fight you ever saw. And that's why they did with the Hulk Hogan fight in Real Rocky or whatever. So that was like the weirdest thing.
Yeah, that was it.
It's on YouTube. You could watch it. That's the weirdest thing.
Which one?
Andre the Giant and Bayonne Bleeder, Chuck Webner.
Oh, I haven't seen that one. Oh shit! No, I didn't see that one. I didn't realize. Yes, you're right. There were some WWE, but the thing is, like when they put boxers in WWE rings, we all know those are fake anyway. The whole thing is scripted, so it's not like it's a real fight. But when you put an MMA fighter in a boxing ring, or put a boxer in an MMA ring, that ain't scripted. Yeah. They're gonna get crushed. They're gonna get their heads bashed in.
Remember Kimbo Slice? That guy.
Yes.
Like that. It was Ray Mercer, that guy over here. That was like he fought him in the ring, and he only lasted like 60 seconds or less or whatever. Purposely, he tapped out just to get the money.
Who? So Ray Mercer did.
Thing ever. Yeah, he tapped out on a Kimbo Slice
because
I think it was like 60,000.
Really? Damn.
Yeah, it was the smartest thing I ever saw.
I didn't realize that because it looked like Kimbo may have actually pulled that one off, because I followed Kimbo from the street fighting period. I followed him all the way through street fighting on YouTube. That was like how he basically became famous, all the way up to when he went to the Ultimate Fighter, which was his sort of debut there. But I think he fought in MMA before he did the Ultimate Fighter. Was it, or was it after? I'm not sure the timing on that one.
Sure.
But he did fight an actual, like a decent fighter in some gym somewhere. There was a video of it going around where Kimbo lost. Kimbo actually lost that fight. So these so-called street fights or whatever, where he almost looked like he was undefeated. He wasn't. He actually did lose to a reasonably mid-range fighter. But admittedly, this guy was massive. This guy was like 6'5" or 6'6". Like,
yeah, I've seen some of his bum fights they had beforehand or whatever when they were in the ring. So I think it was against a cop. I think he fought or whatever.
That's it. Sure. I think that's the one. I think that was it. The cop we lost against. But this guy was, huge, and it was a terribly, like, it looked like shit, the fight. There was no technique. But I think Kimbo gassed out, because Kimbo, that was the thing. He was roiding up way too much, and that's probably why he passed away so early in life.
Totally.
But he would have a very short fight time. Like, as soon as he got past like round 2, you could see he's gassing. Actually, you remember a guy called Bob Sapp? You guys, I think the audience
Yeah.
might know it.
Oh,
Bob
he's a
Sapp.
big dude.
He is a
was
monstrous
huge, that
looking
guy.
guy. That guy was useless after second round. After the second round, he was just done. He would gas
he looked pretty funny, too.
so quickly. That's all you had to do with Bob Sapp was survive that first 2 rounds. If you can just somehow survive the first 2 rounds, although don't get me wrong, surviving the first 2 rounds with Bob Sapp, that's
his
a
arms are so
journey.
big that he basically had like a Barrett like swinging pattern, like he was doing haymakers at you and stuff. So you
Exactly.
just had to get out of his way, you know, like, just run.
Yeah. I don't know actually where he is now, but I saw a fight with him and Marco Krokop. I think you might know Krokop. He's a Croatian guy. He was actually in the military in Croatia. Krokop punched him in the face, and then it was like 2 or 3 seconds, maybe like 3 or 4 seconds went by, and all of a sudden Sapp just crumbled and he just sat down. He just like went to the floor. And everybody was like, "Oh, this was fake. This was a fix. They was all like, you know, this was terrible." And I thought as well. I thought this must be some kind of fix. What? The guy was standing up. He got punched in the face once, and then he suddenly collapsed and sat down. Then I saw an interview with Bob Sapp, and Bob Sapp said, well, "I went to the hospital that night because my eye socket had fractured. If I'd carried on fighting," he said the pain didn't come on straight away, but when it did, it was unbelievable. And when I went to the hospital, my whole eye socket had to be repaired. It had to be he crushed his freaking cheekbone and eye socket with one punch. It was fucking. Can you imagine the level of power that you took in? Oh my god. Oh my god. Most people.
I've actually seen somebody do that to somebody else, like right in front of me. Actually, it was like basically right past my face. I saw the punch come, and I do that to a guy. I actually interfered with the fight, which made it happen, which like felt like a little weird. But you know, I was protecting a friend. I didn't realize that he was just going to swing right past me.
Oh my god.
That's the weirdest thing.
Yeah, man.
But
That Krokop could hit like a monster, and that's why, like, when you see his kicks, like when he knocks people out with his kicks, it doesn't look like there was much behind it. It just almost seems like, okay, he just hit the guy in the head, but the guy's out. He's just knocked out.
Yeah.
And that's the thing with these guys. You can't know the power until you are at the receiving end of that crap. And I think that's when you would realize, oh my god. I mean, Sapp said, if I carried on, the doctors told me if I hadn't stopped and carried on fighting, he would have crushed my eye socket into my eyes and I would have been blinded for life.
Yeah,
It was lucky I didn't get blinded from the first hit. But that's the thing. You look at someone like Bob Sapp, you think this guy is a monster. He's a fucking walking bear. How the hell did he get his eye socket crushed? Oh, it's insane.
That's weird about it. I guess like that guy probably just like got him good enough with his own weight behind it.
Yeah,
and stuff like
Krokop,
that.
boom. I mean, the guy was a beast, absolute beast. Watch a fight. Joe Rogan actually talks about it. Marco Krokop versus Vanderlei Silva. But they call Vanderlei Silva the axe murderer. I swear to God, Vanderlei Silva was shitting himself when he was looking at Marco Krokop. In like this, they had that moment where they're eyeing each other up, and the thing he talks about it, Joe Rogan talks about it. He says, when you look at Marco Krokop and Vanderlei Silva, now Vanderlei Silva is trying to front and he's trying to look all mean and nasty and he's like bouncing left and right and all that, but Krokop is just looking piercing straight through him. And when you look at the face of Krokop, you think, here's a man who's, you know, he's just looking at lunch. He says, Joe Rogan says, that's a man who's killed another human being with a knife. He's one of those psycho style killers where he's like shh, and he's just fucking just taking a life out of a human being. Because Krokop. I mean, Krokop was in the special forces in Croatia, so he has most definitely killed people for sure.
That's the same thing with that Sergeant Slaughter from WWF. He's actually killed a bunch of people too. He's like crazy like that.
Was he actually in the army then?
Yeah, he was actually, I think, a drill sergeant actually too.
Oh,
so he was in the
wow.
Marines.
Wow, I didn't realize.
He's actually done some shit. That guy.
Because I mean, WWE is a little bit like, you know, there's so many characters and caricatures. You just don't know because, like the Sheikh, the Iron Sheikh. From what I understand, the Iron Sheikh was actually, but he was playing an Arab.
Yeah, he was an Iranian guy.
Yeah.
I think he actually pushed that he was from Iran. That's what he was. He was like basically out there like pushing the Iranian flag and everything. He was like proud of it. He had the shoes and everything. He was like, you know, he had those swinging things where he was like really like strong or whatever for like doing like back.
The thing is that they call it what do they call it? No, they're not dumbbells, but they're like this Asian Persian swinging sort of things. I forgot what they're called.
He was really good at it.
I
too.
didn't
like,
realize. I got to look that up because I didn't realize. But the thing is, he's
right with the Russian.
Yeah, but he's calling himself the Iron Sheikh, which is an Arab thing. Sheikhs are Arabs. They're not Iranians. Don't have sheikhs.
Was it the Sheikh though?
The Iron Sheikh,
Sheikh
or Sheikh, but Sheikh is the same thing. But yeah, because that's an Arab thing. It's not a. It's like weighted. Well, they say weighted clubs. They are weighted clubs, I suppose, but they're more like kind of like mace type things that they swing. But the thing is, the Indians have it something similar as well. They have a similar sort of thing. It's training for sword combat. It's mostly to get the sword strength. But I'm gonna have to look up the Iron Sheikh. It's been so long since I've seen his stuff.
I saw him wrestle when I was little. That was like the first wrestling match I ever been to.
Oh wow!
Yeah, it was actually it was great too because it was him and it was Nikolai Volkov were tag team wrestling. I think it was like they were wrestling like I think Roddy Piper or whatever or the Junkyard Dog. It was a really good fight. But the weird thing was a riot broke out in front of us, like the seats or whatever. A guy stepped on a lady's foot when he was walking past her with beer, and she called him an asshole. So he dumped the beer on her, and it started the whole riot. So the whole place got shut down. It was awesome, like watching this wrestling match. Jersey City, basically it was just like the Meadowlands. So just drunk people at fights, No, I remember all the wrestlers stopped to look at us. That was the weirdest thing. Fights were going on in the stands. It looked crazy, I mean, just a bunch of animals.
People back in the day took this WWE stuff way too seriously. I mean, obviously, I take it you remember it from the time when it was actually WWF, not WWE.
That's when I went.
Yeah. I mean, that's when I grew up with Hulk Hogan, Ultimate Warrior, British.
Did you ever go to a match?
Tugboat. I went to 2 WWE events, but they were in more recent times. These were like 2010, 2011. That was when I went to those ones, and I saw the Great Khali. I saw the Big Show. And what's his name? That ginger guy. He's very ginger, Irish ginger guy. Oh man, I forgot his name.
Irish ginger guy.
Yeah, he was one of the more Shaman. Sheamus. Yeah, Sheamus.
I think.
Yeah,
those are newer people.
Yeah, these were all the new generation. These were sort of the Rock's generation. You know what I mean? Triple H, Rock, that kind of generation. So yeah, I went to see those guys, not the generation of the Hulk Hogan. Roddy Piper, great guy. For me, that man made one of the best movies that is the most underrated movies of all time.
They Live.
Oh my god, that was a fucking prophetic movie. That was a prophetic movie. That movie has predicted so many shit. Apart from the aliens. Which some people suspect that was true as well. But yeah, I love that film. Great movie. And
you saw one of the what were they? You saw one of the Giants then, right?
Yeah, I saw. You got a filter. You've got a They Live filter. Awesome. Oh, the color one as well. That's brilliant.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, that's the one. But yeah, I saw the Big Show and I saw the Great Khali. And you know when because I'm like 5'8", 5'9" at best, most of the time 5'8". So I'm a small guy. I'm not a big guy. And I thought these guys, it's like in the TV, it's probably exaggerated. They're probably not as big as you think they are. You know Rey Mysterio from the new generation of wrestlers? Rey Mysterio is like a Mexican guy. Yeah. And he looks tiny.
Shorter guy?
Yeah, he looks tiny.
Yeah, he's like 5'6".
He's my height.
Really? Okay.
He's like 5'8".
I'm like 5'8", 5'9". So.
Yes,
So what is he like?
he is about
That's
our
hilarious.
height. He looks like a child in comparison to these monstrous creatures that are in front of him, because these guys are actually monsters. They are huge. I was like way back in the audience. I wasn't even that far in the front, but I was relatively at the front because my company actually got us tickets because we worked with WWE at the time. And so we got some good tickets. And by the way, this was WWE Raw. So this was one of the televised events. It wasn't like a side event. And when these guys came out, Big Show and all, they are freaking trucks. They are walking monsters. It was unbelievable how big these people are. The smallest, Sheamus. You know, Sheamus is like 6'3". He's not like and he looks like mid-tier kind of guy.
I saw the other giant. I think it was El Gante. You ever see that guy?
No, I don't think I've seen that one.
He was the same size as that guy, what was it, the big Khali guy, except for he was from Brazil. And I think he's dead now or whatever, but his name was like Jorge Gonzalez.
Okay.
He used to wear a Bigfoot outfit in the ring, but he was the referee for what was it, Ric Flair versus Sting in a steel cage match I went to go see down there at the Meadowlands.
That guy. I have to look him up, but yeah, because the thing is with people like Khali and the Shamrock. Oh, Shamrock? Are you talking about Ken Shamrock? I think he might be talking about Ken Shamrock. But Ken Shamrock actually was a UFC guy who came over to WWE, which is the same as
I remember him.
like Ronda Rousey and stuff. That you know, it's better to make money without getting punched in the head too often. But the Khali and guys like him, they effectively suffer from a disease called giantism. So these guys, they don't usually live very long because they actually have an affliction. They don't, you know, that's why they become so big. Their body just keeps growing monstrously.
Yeah,
and I think, I forgot what. I think Khali is like 7'1", 7'2", something like that. I forgot the size. Yeah, these guys are enormous. They are absolutely unbelievably enormous.
Have you ever seen the women that are like over 7 feet tall and stuff like that? They had a television show based on them.
Oh, like tall women? No, I haven't seen that one.
Yeah, but like attractive women that are that tall.
Really? Damn.
Like the weirdest, like only one was attractive, I'd say, on the entire show. But it was like, you know, the rest of them were like these fucking monsters, dude. Like you thought they were just saying fee fi fo thumb when they woke up or whatever. It was just very odd. But I mean, like it was definitely a cool show because the TV over here is all midgets. It seemed like at one time, but the Giants were like something to watch. You know, that's what I always liked. But you know, definitely cool watching the women. But the men were weird.
Let me see if I can get this image of Great Khali. Because there's a picture of him against, just like facing up to Rey Mysterio. Sorry, dude, you won't be able to see it unless you watch the stream because it's on the stream.
Oh, I'm watching it.
Fantastic. Yeah, just give it 10 seconds. And the thing is, it's just unbelievable. These people are monstrous. And the way you can see how Rey Mysterio looks compared to Khali. The funny thing is, Rey Mysterio is like my height. He might actually be even a little bit taller than me. That's the thing. This guy, Mysterio, isn't like a small person. People think he's like 5'5" or something. Like he's Danny DeVito. No, the man is considered regular height. Except these people who he's facing are animals. They are just monsters. They don't come from this planet. Where is it? It says 2'16". Khali is 2'16". I forgot what that. Oh, 7 foot. Yeah, he's 7'1". He's 7'1", and the Big Show is I think either 6'9" or 7 foot. 2'13". 13. Yeah, I think he's like just under 7 foot, something like that. Damn, I can't tell. It's just got 2'13". I have to do some conversions. Here we are. Big Show was 6'2". No, that must have been when he was young. I don't know. Yeah, no, I think Big Show is somewhere in the yeah, I think he's 7 foot. He's about 7 foot. That's it. So yeah, these guys are insane. 7'11", some people are saying.
Here's the picture of the guy that I got. The other one, the one I saw wrestling with the Bigfoot outfit. That's him versus the Undertaker. In this picture I sent you.
Okay, let me. Oh yes, yes, yeah. He's the other one. He's the other one that is. Yes, I remember this guy. Was that the outfit of thingy then? The Bigfoot.
Yep, the Bigfoot with no penis.
Okay. Let me show.
His penis just went inside of himself.
Yeah. Let me share that with you guys. Yes, I remember this guy. Yeah. I guess he must have passed away as well because I said these guys, they don't last long. They don't. They survive very long.
They basically go out. Yeah, he definitely.
Yeah, it's a shame.
There was a guy on our television that used to walk around with like an entire bodysuit like that, but it was all the organs of your body on the outside painted.
Oh,
but it was like, you know, it was like a health guy or whatever, like, you know, on like kids show or whatever. But that's what that suit always reminded me of, that guy just running around. But he didn't have a penis on his suit either.
Oh,
that was the weirdest thing.
Yeah. I don't think they can really get away with that.
Well, I mean, like, it was like the entire body, like the body, like functioning system or whatever, but it was just odd, you know, like inside out body.
Yeah, kind of just all the muscles and yeah, they have these sort of Halloween costumes. Yeah, it's Kane as well. You know Kane and the Undertaker, his brother. He was supposed to be his brother Kane. Yeah, he's like 7 foot as well. He's the same height as
what he is.
Big Show. Yeah.
Jeez.
And these guys are all, as I said, these are monstrous people. They are not normal people. That's why normal people next to them look like children. They look like they look like they're you know. The guys the small people need babysitting in comparison. You know, I mean, The Rock. If you look at The Rock, you look at 777H, you look at all, you know, I don't know, the Knicks or whatever the others that are in this game, John Cena. Yeah, all these guys are like 6'3". They're not actually small people. They're massive people, individuals. They're all like 6'2", 6'3", 6'4". They're all big. They look kind of normal size in comparison to the other monsters that they have to wrestle with. And that's the other thing, like Hogan. Hulk Hogan he's not a short guy, he's a big guy.
No.
Funny thing is,
he's pretty freaking big, that guy.
He's a massive bloke. Funny thing is,
I'm surprised he's still alive. That's the weird thing.
Yeah, but he has major back problems. You know, they had to actually like remove like a vertebrae or some shit from his back because it's been compressed so much. Because you know his finishing move was the atomic leg drop or whatever he did. That is the move that destroyed his spine because he had to do that move. Yeah, because he basically took all this impact of him jumping in the air and landing on his ass. He took all that
from
impact
what I
on his
heard.
ass.
I think his wife gave him up when all the freaking WWF was like, you know, showed as gay. So I think his pounding also, like, you know, Vince giving him the belt. You know, that's what I think happened. But
Maybe.
Didn't you hear that? That his wife turned everybody in for being gay or whatever?
Really? Yeah, I did hear, especially because there was some sort of controversy over Randy Savage's wife as well, and that they abused her or some things took place. I saw some documentary about how Elizabeth.
That was Lex Luthor, I think, got with her and she died or whatever. She overdosed.
Maybe. Yeah, but they did. There was a whole controversy over her. Obviously, Randy Savage himself, and I didn't realize though that what's it called? Hulk Hogan's wife was the one who made out. You know, basically broke the secrecy of all the homos in the WWE.
So, but a lot of people knew that was going on. Kind of, it looked a little fruity. I mean, all the guys running around like, you know, like in spandex, running around like, you know, it's a little fruity. But
there's
you know,
a lot of men.
That's why I mean, I like this. That's when they brought the women in, like Sable and all those people and stuff like that, and started making it about those wrestlers. When it started, like, you know, 90s, I think it was.
Yeah,
she was the hottest one, I thought. But,
also, there was that bodybuilder woman as well. She also passed away. China.
Oh, China.
Yeah.
Oh God, did you ever see her porn?
Yeah, I did actually. I gotta say. I mean,
That
it was
horrible.
It was a hard tug, but you know, I managed to get through it. It was.
Dude, it was like that big. That's a that's a dick. I don't know, man.
Yeah, there were some confusing moments for me when I was watching that. There was, should I be excited or should I be disgusted by this? I don't know. It was a confusing time for me in the 90s.
Definitely weird, man. Like somebody married her. That's the weirdest thing. Like one of the wrestlers, I think, married her.
Actually, it was
really?
a lot of. I heard anyway. A lot of her adult videos were actually with her and her husband. It was just him doing her over. Yeah, they were just doing it on camera, basically.
I think I just saw like clips of that thing and stuff like that, and I couldn't watch it. It was just too uncomfortable.
Oh, no,
it was just like it was like tranny porn.
There's this whole,
whole
like segment. There's a whole things on.
And pictures. I saw clips and pictures. I remember the pictures because I'm like, that's gross.
Yeah.
And then I saw her. Remember when she got into a boxing match with Joey Buttafuoco and got her ass kicked?
Oh no, I didn't see that. Oh my god, was it real,
dude, remember
real boxing match or just like a fake WWE thing?
Yeah, she got into a fight with, I don't know if they were wrestling. Yeah, they were boxing. And she, like the guy, Jody Buttafuoco, is gigantic and he likes to beat women because, like, do you remember who he is?
She got in a boxing match with a bloke.
Dude, and he was famous because he was cheating on a girl with like a younger minor or whatever from Long Island that basically paid somebody to come to his house and shoot his wife in the head, and the bullet was lodged in his wife's head.
Oh my god,
that's why he was famous. Isn't that
that's
the weirdest
how
thing?
he became famous? Because dear God, that's nuts.
And he beat the crap out of her, though. I mean, she fucking got thrown across the ring and stuff like that. It was like, it was almost pathetic to watch the fight. It was like, it shouldn't have happened. It was back when they used to have celebrity fights.
Oh, I see. I see. That's probably where that MTV show Celebrity Deathmatch came from. You know, the animated thing that they were doing.
Totally. Yeah.
That's a great show. I like that show.
Yeah.
But yeah.
People just like saying Buttafuoco's last name. That's what it was. And his wife, like, I think part of her face was like paralyzed. They always like put her on TV as much as possible.
Why they put him in jail if they found out that he was him? That was.
I think no. The girl went to jail for paying somebody to do like the hit on his wife, and like two actresses, famous actresses. What was it? Alyssa Milano and the one from E.T. did his show, did her video.
E.T. girl.
Drew Barrymore.
Drew Barrymore. Yes.
Yeah.
But they actually did a TV show showing, talking about all this.
Well, no, they were at her in the movie, like Long Island Lolita.
They did the movie. Oh, I see. Odd.
Oh, yeah, it was pretty, just weird stuff. That was like back in the 90s or whatever. But a lot of people heard about it here. Just definitely weird. Amy Fisher's story. That's what it was called. If you looked it up.
Yeah. Let me because I think okay, Timmy Bobinson, I will do a show about Neon. Was quote unquote Modine's trainer. He wasn't Modine's trainer. That little squirt can't fucking punch to save his life. He would literally die if a girl. I would wager a girl could beat him badly. I mean, to a pulp. That kind of level of beating. So no, he is not. He's not Modine's trainer. But I mean, if he was, he's. The results speak for themselves, I guess. But I will do an expose. Oh, that's just like a minor show if you really want to on Neon, and just point out. I mean, the guy is a dweeb, an Indian skinny little dweeb who became a little bit famous because Aiden Ross, who is another YouTuber, gave him a bit of clout and put him on some of his shows talking to Andrew Tate, because Andrew Tate was really close friends with Aiden Ross, although I think that friendship has now been blown out because Aiden Ross started talking some shit and actually not talking shit, exposing private messages that Andrew Tate had sent to Aiden about the fact that Andrew Tate. See, that's the problem. Like, everybody thinks like, sorry, I'm digressing right now, but unfortunately these things are all connected. Andrew Tate makes out as if he's some kind of this super genius, ultra millionaire, well in shape, just an all round amazing human being. Just mostly he
loves himself.
Yeah, but the thing is, you would think for such a smart fella he would have enough horse sense to know that when you're being investigated by the Romanian government, when you know that they're going through all your private messages, where they're monitoring you, they're probably spying on your communications, you do not send WhatsApp messages to fucking Aiden Ross talking about how you are going to escape Romania. He literally did that. And then, to boot, Aiden Ross read that shit out on a live stream. It's like,
what is he popular for? That's what I don't understand. Like, who the hell is the Tate guy?
Who
is he
Aiden
related
Ross?
to Sharon? No, the Tate guy. Who I heard of him, and I'm like, yeah, like what? Why is he on the map? What the hell did he do?
He's just okay. I suspect, now this is my theory, not necessarily true. What happened was Andrew Tate has been trying to become famous. Him and his brother have been trying to become famous for a while now. They grew up probably poor. I mean, from what I can gather, they grew up in a council estate in this is like government housing in the United Kingdom in Leeds, which is Luton, sorry, which is a very poor area. Which, funnily enough, is the same place that Tommy Robinson came out of, grew up in. Okay. It's a poor, town in little town in UK. They probably grew up in government housing or council house, as we call them. And Tommy Robinson went off his way. They actually knew each other, by the way. They actually know each other from where they grew up. Tommy Robinson went his direction, and Andrew Tate went his direction. Now, Andrew Tate and his brother have been trying to become famous. They went and started kickboxing because that's all they knew how to do. They're not particularly academically, talented. So they went off kickboxing, became apparently relatively successful in the minor kickboxing leagues, but then kickboxing isn't a particularly big sport. It's not, as to the levels of UFC or boxing. So kickboxers don't really make that much money. They make, a few grand here and there. And he was apparently a champion. He won a belt. His brother won like a European championship belt, but apparently Andrew was like a global, like a world champion type of thing. I don't know. I mean, it looks like he was because there's fights of him out there. But being a world champion kickboxer doesn't. No, well, that's it. That's pretty much their attainments in that round.
I was just curious.
But what happened was they then tried to become famous by going on reality shows. They were on. Andrew was on Big Brother. Tristan was on like some Love Island or some Survivor Island. These island bullshit shows.
Yeah.
So they've been struggling for the last, I would say, 5 or 6 years, maybe 10 years. No, good 10 years, to become somehow celebrities. But they're not particularly talented. Because punching and kicking people in the face, unless you go to UFC, you're not going to get anywhere. And they weren't going to cut it in the UFC. I don't think Andrew Tate would be able to hold his own with the most minor UFC fighter. I think he would be pummeled. He's a good kickboxer, but he's got nothing else. He's got no ground game, nothing. So he's not going to make it. He wasn't going to, clearly not going to make it in the UFC. So what they did was they started to set up in order to make money, online webcam company, online webcam production. That's what.
That's where they got in trouble for the voyeur stuff. Is that what?
No. They got in trouble because some of the girls started to say that they were being abused by them, and that. And then now, what the charges against them is what's known as using the lover boy method to coerce a woman into doing adult videos by basically. The Loverboy method is to get a girl to fall in love with you, and then it's essentially pimping. It's essentially online digital pimping. The way the pimps used to get a girl to fall in love with them, they would lavish them with gifts and take them out and do and then start to get them hooked on drugs, and then eventually lure them into prostitution. Well, with Andrew, we don't know about the drugs part. I'm sure there was some drugs involved, no doubt, but the fact is that he would then lure these girls, lure them, with his bottom bitch, which is a term, again, used in pimping, his favorite girl, essentially, to talk these girls into doing online cam work. And he then built a cam work empire where he made quite a lot of money, and he scammed most of these women. Allegedly. There you go. Timmy says allegedly. But the fact is, these are the charges that are that he's facing. Anyway, so these are not. I mean, yeah, this allegedly, but these are the documents and stuff. Anyway, there's scores of people. I even did a whole show about this other guy who did an entire video about this case. So that's how Andrew Tate made his initial money. But obviously, camgirling isn't going to last forever. What he discovered was the better grift is to cut the girls, because the way I see it is there's a bunch of simps over here, some simp guys who have a lot of excessive disposable cash, but they're not getting any women. So they've got the money to spend on women, but they have no women to spend it on. So here's a bunch of sexually frustrated men who have a lot of disposable cash. How do you tap into this market? Well, cam girls and OnlyFans girls have discovered for a long time that they can get this cash from these men by pretending to like them and pretending to be their girlfriends or whatever. So this has been a long, let's be honest, prostitution and adjacent work like porn or whatever has been successful with men for centuries. We all know that sex sells. But what Andrew discovered is that I can use girls to entice men to give me their money, these simps who don't get much, these incels. But what I have to contend with is the girls themselves. The girls are snooty, they're spoiled, they don't do the work on time, they have bad work ethics, they complain, they don't want to do long hours, or they don't want to do this, they don't want to do that, they're late for work. I have to deal with these fucking headache of women constantly having to deal with their bullshit, and in order to get them to show their tits so I can make money. So what he discovered was cut out the girl and go directly to the punter. Go directly to the simp. How do we do that? How do we cut out the girls but still get the money, get the simp to give me money? The genius of actually the pickup artists, they discovered this in the early 2000s.
How do you do it?
To tell the simps, I can show you how to get the girl. I can teach you how to get the girl. So instead of saying I can give you, here's an image of a girl that you can flirt with, or here's a video of a girl, well, I can show you. I have secret techniques, and I can show you how to pick up this girl. So you no longer have to just give money just to watch her on a screen. You can actually be with her. And thus began the courses that Andrew Tate set up on how to essentially pimp women. He's literally got one of his videos called the PhD course, the Pimping Whores Degree. That's one
crazy.
of his videos title of his video is the PhD course, the Pimping Whores Degree. And he talks about how he did all this. What he didn't realize, though, is that whilst he was making all these videos, he was essentially snitching on himself on how he uses the Loverboy method to coerce young women into the adult industry. And that shit is highly illegal.
Weird. So did he get charged with everything, or are they done with the court cases? Or are they still going on?
No. He still hasn't even seen his day in court yet. But the funny thing is, whilst he's still waiting to go to court in Romania for these allegations and for potentially rape charges and assault sexual assault and other things like that, the British courts now want to have him extradited as well after he's seen his day in the Romanian courts, to bring him back to Britain in order to take him to court again for the charges. You see, the thing is, there were a couple of girls who actually did come to the police and say he felt abused by this man, but the Crown prosecution in Britain concluded at the time that there wasn't enough evidence and that these girls could potentially be lying, and there was not enough evidence to convict. So they dropped that case. Now they want to bring him back to England to redo him for that case that they dropped.
Weird.
The first time. Yeah, I mean, that case is not going to go anywhere. It's all virtue signaling, because that's the thing. Governments have become virtue signaling dickheads these days. They don't do things because it's good policy or because it helps the people of the country. They do it because they want to virtue signal. Our politicians have become fucking reality TV stars and influencers and bullshit like that. No, you're a politician, you dipshit. Do your fucking job and put in laws which will help our society, help our economy, and keep us safe. That's your job, you piece of shit. Your job isn't to be on Instagram like AOC or Ilhan Omar. That is not your fucking job. But now we have...
I mean, Trump...
Yeah.
I would say, like,
and
Trump
Donald
was president,
Trump,
was he?
But Donald Trump is a reality fucking TV show who became a star.
I know.
This was in a movie called Idiocracy. This was literally in a movie. They made a WWE guy the
that
president.
was awesome. I mean, that was Michelle Obama. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but what I mean is, it's crazy. I mean, it's that guy Caesar something. I forgot his name. Is it Caesar? His name is Caesar, isn't it?
Jerry Crews.
That's it. Jerry Crews. Yeah, he played Caesar in The Expendables. That's it. But yeah, Jerry Crews. He's a great guy. I love Jerry Crews. If you see
Terry, I mean.
Oh, Terry. Sorry. You know the movie White Girls, White Chicks. You've seen that one. He's in there as well. He's
with the Wayans brothers for White Girls,
yes.
right?
White chicks, that. White girls. Yeah, that's what I mean. Terry Crews was in that. He's brilliant. He's a great actor. But what I'm saying is that is what's happening. Idiocracy is actually becoming a documentary. It's not a. There's actually a quote I saw recently on some poster. It says, "Idiocracy, the satirical comedy that became a documentary." It's because it's ridiculous. What the fuck's going on in the world?
Yep.
We're electing influencers and TV stars instead of actual politicians who are supposed to do their fucking job. Anyway, I digress. What I'm trying to say is that the Tate brothers are now being done by Britain as a virtue signaling effort. It's not that they probably don't have, they literally don't have any more evidence than they had before. They don't, in fact, more time has now gone by, so the memories of these witnesses are going to be even less reliable than they were at the time. So the whole thing is going to be a shit show, and it's not going to go anywhere, and it's a waste of fucking taxpayer money. But I don't even think that's even going to come to pass, because I think these boys are going to jail for several years, possibly decades, because of their fucking bullshit with the way they manipulated these women into doing porn. In Romania, this cam girl thing, it's gonna stick. Some of it is gonna stick. I don't know if all of it, but they are going to jail for some years. They are not going to jail. Just how long is
the soap, man?
Yeah, because they confess their own guilt in their own fucking videos. They literally made videos on how to do the criminal acts that they did. It's the same as like if you had, I don't know, The Sopranos, you had Al Capone making series of videotapes of their fucking drug dealing and alcohol distribution. It was like, what are you doing? What are you fucking doing?
Speaking of celebrity, like that got in trouble. Like I heard Russell Brand also was like threatened with something, but nothing seems to happen with that. Did anything actually happen with that?
No, what happened was they tried to do a hatchet job on Russell Brand. Now Russell Brand, yes, he was a sexual deviant back when he was young. He was considered one of the world's greatest lovers. It was literally magazine covers that did that promoted Russell Brand's sexual degeneracy or sexual proclivities. He slept with thousands of women probably at this point. I mean, the man was on drugs, and he did drugs
Katy Perry,
and
man.
have women. Yeah, Katy Perry married him. He's a fucking charming son of a bitch, though. I mean, he's not, I don't really think he's particularly good looking, but he's a charming bastard, and he has that rock and roll sort of image about him. So he probably slept with thousands of women, and now these newspapers, because he became a little bit right-wing and he started pointing out things about vaccines and about Russia and I think it was I forgot, either the Sunday Times or the Times or one of these major newspapers basically did a hatchet job. They rang literally hundreds of women that he'd slept with to find anyone that is disgruntled enough with him to talk shit about him and make vague accusations of sexual impropriety. And eventually they found a couple and they did a whole thing. None of it has gone to court. None of it has been, he hasn't had a single day to actually, defend himself. they just went ahead, interviewed these women, and then manipulated the whole thing to get him to make him look like he's some sort of predator. But that's mostly because Russell Brand became very popular. Sorry, he became very popular as a kind of army of one. Oh,
Army of One.
No, I haven't seen this. What is this?
Did you ever see that?
No.
Oh my God, dude. Russell Brand was so fucking funny. This is actually a true story. An American went to go get they put, what was it, $25 billion or $1 million on like Osama bin Laden's head or whatever. So an American went and he tried to go to Pakistan, and he found the place where they found bin Laden, like after all the years, but he actually encountered the CIA while he was over there, and he tried taking a hang glider from Israel and hang gliding all the way into freaking Pakistan to go get Osama
He
bin
Laden. To hang glide from...
He did. He broke his arm and stuff like that. He tried actually sailing from fucking, I think it was like LA to freaking Pakistan in a boat. That was the funniest part also. This guy just kept on like doing, but Russell Brand is like, I think he's God in the movie or whatever, but he basically like, keeps messing with them throughout the entire movie. It's freaking hilarious.
Oh, excellent. I will see that this evening. In fact, it's 11:30. I'm probably going to wrap this up and then go and watch this film. So thank you for that.
Love it, dude. It's so freaking funny. No problem, man.
Yeah,
it's awesome.
Army
movie.
of One. Fantastic.
The guy actually, like, they encountered him in America when he did it and stuff, and they said, "Who do you want to play you in the movie?" And he says, "Nicolas Cage," and all of a sudden, Nicolas Cage did the movie for him. So that's how it's like a true story, like where the guy actually said, "I want Nicolas Cage to play me in the movie." So this is based
on a true story, then. This movie.
It is a true story. It's a true story of an American that went over to go get the bounty, and he he was walking around in Pakistan going, "Do you know where the bearded one with a samurai knife in his belt?"
Are you kidding me?
Chasing people. Yeah, he was chasing people with a samurai knife in freaking Pakistan, and the CIA caught him.
That's fantastic.
He figured out where bin Laden was, though, supposedly in the end.
I'm going to watch this like now. Fantastic. But yeah, so that's the story of the Tates. That's how the Tates came to prominence. Now, one thing I will say, when they started to sell their courses, they did this incredibly clever way of promoting Andrew Tate. Essentially, Andrew Tate was chosen as out of the two brothers as being the front man for this whole thing. And they made their courses, but then they started to do clips of Andrew saying very controversial things about women. Like feminism has ruined women, or things that actually.
I remember those things.
Yeah, exactly. Shockers. Like we should take away women's rights to vote, which is actually what Pearl Davis also uses in order to get her shtick, controversy.
Oh, yeah.
Because these are the things these are the things that the left will go, "Oh my God, he said that. He said women have to stay in the kitchen." You know what I mean? So he did those sort of things. He then had a bunch of bot accounts post those same TikTok videos or TikTok clips or Twitters or tweets or whatever, and then he also managed to through his effectively what he called, I think, an affiliate program. He would have a Discord server where they would have all these young lads, and they would say, "We will give you an affiliate amount if you re-upload this video of Andrew on your TikTok page." So he basically generated an army of people uploading the same exactly to go viral. He created a machine to go viral, and that's how he did it. That's how he got it. Because what he discovered is there's no point. It's not about a video going viral. Isn't about me having 100,000 subscribers and posting my video onto that 100,000 subscriber channel and having 50 of my 10,000 of my viewers watch it. That's not how that goes. Things go viral. How things go viral is when other people post your shit. So you're not worried about you having 100,000 subscribers. You can have 100 subscribers, but if you have 1,000 accounts with 100 subscribers.
I heard of an awesome way to make everything go viral with like tricking reporters into actually getting interested into your stuff by like constantly like mentioning it around them. So like if there's like 300 mentions or whatever, they'll start like like posting this stuff as like like actual news and facts.
Yes. So you just keep hassling one reporter about something or other, about them doing, or you keep mentioning that one reporter, and that You just need that one time, that one guy, reporter, influencer, whatever, to repost your shit, or in fact become pissed off with you and then start attacking you. Boom!
Yeah, that'll work.
You're blowing up. You're blowing up. I knew a guy called Angry MGTOW who came about around 2000 and I think it was like 13, 14. It was around that period where this guy, because MGTOW kind of became a thing at around that sort of period. And this Angry MGTOW didn't have fuck all. He was crap. His streams were shit. His videos were mediocre at best. But what he did was he shit talked a whole bunch of different YouTubers in his videos. He was always mentioning one slightly bigger YouTuber than himself in his videos and talking shit about them. And then that YouTuber, because let's be honest, YouTubers are fucking narcissistic as shit. So he tapped into their narcissism, and these people were almost incumbent on replying to this guy. So they were like, fuck this guy, he's a dick. And then boom, he blew up. Like in a week he had like 10,000 subscribers because all these other YouTubers were talking smack about him because he'd been shitting on them. And it works. It absolutely works. And by the way, I've noticed a lot of the sort of old-timer and more experienced YouTubers have become very savvy to this. They don't engage in someone who's throwing shit their way, a smaller channel or whatever, because of the fact that they know that the people are doing this on purpose now in order to. Here's another crazy shit that people do on their videos, especially TikTok. These are insane tactics that I had never even thought about. They misspell something or say something in a video on purpose. For example, you're watching Cinderella, they'll keep calling her Betty or some other shit. And then 100 people in that text start to write, what the hell are you talking about? Her name is Cinderella.
Oh, they're getting on people's nerves.
They get the engagement. That video gets like 1,000 comments under it. That creates engagement. That promotes the video.
I had one video, I think it was like on Instagram or whatever. It was like a short that only got like probably like 1,000 likes or whatever, but it was all because it was a fake gold ring that I put down that it was a fake ring, and everybody started arguing that it was a real gold ring. And I'm like, I fucking dug the thing out of the ground. I know it was fake. It was fucking breaking apart on me.
There you go.
Arguing with me over it. That was the weird thing. I remember. But that was the only video that got big.
That's what you need in your videos. By the way, anyone, your mother's a cunt if you don't comment on this video. I'm just throwing that out there. For those of you who do not comment underneath this video, your mother will suffer badly.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. No, but it's true. It's true. They do this sort of shit. They misspell things on purpose. They mistakenly, or not mistakenly, but say the wrong person's name in the show or in the whatever it is that they're doing, because they know that 100 people are going to comment underneath that. You know, you didn't get the right name. Like, here's the thing. I watched a video the other day. Some unknown, like nobody with like an AI voice, and they were doing a voiceover of a movie. The movie was Roadhouse, the old Patrick Swayze movie. Oh, God, the guy in the video kept referring to Patrick Swayze's car as a Ferrari. Guess how many people wrote the right car underneath that comment? I saw at least 50 of them. I swear it was. I mean, I didn't see all of it, but there was thousands of comments. But yeah, I guarantee it was like 500 to 1,000 people kept writing. No, that's not. He's not. He doesn't have a Ferrari. It's an A-class Mercedes. I was like, you sly bastard. I guarantee you they did that on purpose, because they mentioned Ferrari several times. They didn't just do it. It wasn't just once. It was several times, because yes. And then he got into his expensive Ferrari, and then he drove his Ferrari to the, and it's like, you slags. I know what you were doing.
At least they're figuring out how to get views. I mean, I can't figure out ways to get views in my videos and stuff. I've been on here for like 5 years.
I know, dude. I'm only figuring this shit out myself. I only started to click with all these things myself. I started to notice this on TikTok, where people were misspelling some things, or like a title, or they were reading some or misnaming certain things. And I'm in the text boxes going, no, I think you know that's not right. And And then someone, I don't know how it was either in the text of one of these comments of these videos or somewhere I read, someone says, you know that they're doing this on purpose. They misspell things in order to get you to comment. You idiots in this chat who are constantly telling this guy that he's doing this wrong. It's because he wants to. He wants you guys to do this so that he can get engagement. And the more engagement, go on.
Oh, I was saying, like in the metal detecting community, there used to be a meme that went like, like people used to post it constantly, and then it got to the point where people would start getting enraged and start screaming at you if you posted the thing, and to the point where if you ever posted the meme in any of the freaking metal detecting forums, you would be instantly banned. And it was like all it was a guy climbing out of a hole, and it says he's like down like 12 feet, like up to like his like his face or whatever, and it says when you discover that your metal your boots are steel toe boots after like 12 feet or whatever, like if you post that in the metal detecting community, they go nuts.
Because he's detecting, he's trying to swing the detector on his feet on the floor, and he keeps bleeping, and it's his boots.
Well, he dug a foot, we'll call it a hole, like 12 feet down,
because he kept digging,
like coming out of it. Yeah, and like if anybody sees that meme, they go berserk in the metal.
Oh, that's amazing. But that's a good meme. But yeah, I suppose it's like the Rick Astley thing. You know, the Rick roll. That was huge back in the. They did that because again, engagement, and they wanted people, because you wouldn't believe how many people wrote underneath the comments of those Rick rolls. You fucking bastard! You tricked me in this. People's just abusing the creator because the creator, wants that. He wants engagement. So this is the thing.
Scare tactic one. Remember that, where you watch the thing really close, and then all of a sudden the witch would pop up or some shit,
or a snake or some shit would jump out. But I mean, those were like, those weren't designed with like a thought behind how do I get them to engage, how do I get them to comment. So some of those were not necessarily there, but generally nowadays, I'm telling you, now that I've told you, now that you're aware of this, start watching these videos with like a more skeptical eye or more, you'll see it. You see a lot of videos either have something misspelled, something misquoted, misread, and it's not always accidental. It's fine. Most of the time, it's not accidental. It's actually
they just want to be corrected.
Yes,
That's
they
hilarious.
want the comments to blow up. And a lot of, and admittedly, I have to say, there are a lot of other content creators who usually in the middle of the video will say, I don't know, it depends on what it is. I mean, recently I've been watching a lot of camping and sort of tent and living sort of videos of bushcraft and stuff. But they always say, I use this particular knife. What knife do you use? Comment below. There's always some shit like that.
I watch camping also, a lot of those videos also.
Yeah. I like it. I've been actually going out and doing a little bit of wilderness shit myself, and because I bought a bunch of equipment and stuff, thinking, I got to put a bug out bag together essentially, and something that has some stuff, like a bag that has essentials in it. If I have to grab and go, I can just grab and go and not think about what's in here.
What direction are you heading in?
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't know. Fucking, I'm in England. England's an island.
Why would you come here?
I'm going to hit sea very quickly, whichever direction I go.
Yeah, I was like, come over here.
Yeah, that might be it. But I mean, I'm talking about like immediately get out of London. Just generally, if I need to get out of London because some shit's gone down and zombies are eating everyone, how do I get the fuck out? And I don't want to be scrambling around trying to find fucking plasters and medical equipment and medical shit and Swiss Army knives. I want to have everything ready just in a bag to go, and I know this bag is done. So that was the idea behind it. Although, but what I discovered was I bought a bunch of cheap shit, like from Amazon and Temu and whatever, and most of it is bollocks and doesn't work. It's all just this useless shit. So I've now started to actually use the stuff that I bought, test them out. I go out to the wilderness or some park or somewhere and actually use this. I bought a saw, use the saw. I bought a knife, use the knife. Use all the equipment to see if they actually work. Like these, like this is like a ton of bullshit. These silver blankets and shit that you get, these little
foil ones,
foil blankets, and all these temporary shelters. I'm like, these all look like shit. Most of them will probably fall apart in, like, if someone farts slightly strongly, let alone a fucking gust of wind. Like, I discovered half the cooking shit that I bought in a strong wind without any windshield, they're useless. They don't fucking work. They're pathetic. You need to get proper, like, windshield stuff and the stuff to protect the flame from, like these alcohol lamp stoves. Like, you think you just get the alcohol stove and it's all gonna work and it's all great. No, it works fine in your living room when there isn't a gust of wind. You stick that thing in a medium level, like, spring wind. I'm not even talking winter or autumn. The bloody flames blow all over the place. It doesn't. It takes you 10 hours to boil 1 cup of water. So you have to then windshield it, and you have to protect it and make sure that it's all working. There you go. Yeah, on a summer's day. On a summer's day. Exactly. Half the shit that I got, like, you have to test it out. If you don't test out the saws, the wood saws, the knives, the hatchets, whatever the hell you're getting, you have to go out there, and then you discover, oh my God, I need this and this and this, as well as this thing, in order to get this thing to work. Medical gear, like, I don't trust these ready pack first aid kits. They're mostly bullshit, and mostly they've got bollocks in it it's not even useful. So essentially I buy a ready-made one to get the pouch, and then I change the stuff in the pouch for good stuff, and stuff that actually is decent quality. The scissors, even. It's the things as simple as, like, the scissors to cut the gauze with. Is
you own a Geiger counter?
The what?
Geiger counter?
Geiger. Oh, for radiation and stuff. Yeah, no, I've got none of that. I have nothing.
I always watch those kids on like the YouTube and stuff like that with the Geiger counters.
Yeah, I don't.
Well, it's like, it's a Ukrainian television YouTube channel or whatever.
I
like
see.
The kids are just messed up. You've probably seen it where the kids are basically swimming in Chernobyl, like the radiation pools.
I've heard. I haven't really watched it, but I know what you mean. But that's aren't they gonna die? These people are gonna get cancer. They keep going to.
They look like they were created from freaking Chernobyl. So, I mean, look like they're at home.
Children
like
of Chernobyl.
They were basically, like, just stuck together and cut apart, like, that's how they just melded themselves. But yeah, they do look really weird, because one of them has a cleft palate, which is basically like some sort of mutation, and the other one has, I guess, he burned all of his neck because he pulls his like shirt up to his neck, or he has like a blanket around his neck. So like they constantly, they're like the slapstick of the show, and they basically, like, the one guy was floating in there on a raft, and the guy with the burnt neck attacked the guy with the freaking chainsaw and cut his raft in half, like, while he was floating in the Chernobyl pools.
While he's in the Chernobyl, like, the radiated
pools.
Yeah, no, you see, that's why I don't have a Geiger counter, is because I'm not anywhere near Chernobyl. I wasn't expecting. You see, the thing is, in Britain, if you look at the size of Britain, with the current nuclear weapons that we have, I don't think there's a corner of this country that you'd survive if they hit it. If they hit this country,
Britain would probably be underwater.
Yeah, well, no, I think the entire country would be just scorched earth, and we wouldn't even survive the blast wave, let alone the radiation afterwards. So I don't really.
How big is Britain?
Britain,
is it like?
I don't know square meter wise, but it's
New York, right?
Maybe. Probably smaller. I don't know, because America is massive. But it's not that big. It's not that big, and I don't think we would survive a nuclear attack. Especially since I live in London, and London is like number one target. It's going to be like London, Manchester, Glasgow. These are like prime targets. So there's no fucking way we're escaping that shit. So if there is a nuclear attack, I'm pretty much going to embrace the fact that my brain will boil in my own skull, and then I will be eviscerated by the blast. And I'm just gonna accept that. I'm comfortable with that. I'm not looking to survive that. But other shit like economic collapse, or suddenly everything shuts down, some kind of EMP, and you don't have food and water, or you can't get access to food and water, your credit card doesn't work. What do you do? that sort of scenario is what I'm thinking more. Have enough to survive as long as you need to be able to then for the general overall system to come back online, essentially. What I'm thinking. I'm not thinking I'm going to survive in this hole for the next 17 years and then pop out when the mutants have taken over the planet. I'm not
All out.
Yeah, I'm not that deep. I'm just thinking I'll survive like a week or two and I'll be good. I've got enough shit in the fridge. I've got enough beans and ramen noodles to just make it through to the like Wednesday, and then I'll worry about it after that. So that's what I mean. I'm talking very short-term stuff, but generally a bag that I don't have to, as I say, run. I'm not running around picking up bits and bobs here and there and trying to squeeze it into a bag. The bag is ready to go. It's there. It's done. And that's what I'm putting together right now is a good, solid. Well, I thought I had one and then realized everything in there was shit. And so I am redoing the stuff that was in there with hopefully better stuff. But I'm not spending that much money. I mean, I'm not spending thousands of pounds or anything crazy like that. These are just little bits and bobs here and there. I consider few essential solid items like a cutting tool, a fire starting kit, a decent, like 2 or 3 different fire starting kits that can start in all different weathers, stove cooking facilities, water purification, multiple water purification methods, as well as boiling. Just basics, just to survive a few weeks or a few days, really. A few days, I would say, more than even a few weeks. Maybe a week.
You should get a metal detector.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure if a metal detector is really part of my zombie apocalypse survival kit. It could be.
Find gold.
Well, that's the thing. Yeah, exactly. And you can find metal to do some metal smithing, or I mean, that's the other thing as well. Skills. I've been like looking up skills to accumulate knowledge. What to do in a wilderness situation. How to deal with hypothermia. How to deal with deep wounds and cuts. Rope tying skills. Like I didn't even know what the fuck a trucker's hitch is, for example. I don't have a fucking. I grew up in the city. For me, going to a hotel that is 4-star without good room service is hard living. Okay, I'm struggling. I'm a fucking city guy. You know, they said that with these raccoons that became so suburbanized that they couldn't live in the jungle anymore. They couldn't live in the wilderness anymore because they were so used to eating out of trash and people's sort of trash cans. I'm that raccoon, okay? I am that raccoon. You put me in the jungle, I will immediately die. So I'm not some, Rambo wilderness bushcraft guy. But what I have been trying to do is get some basic things down. If I want to put up a tarp, how do I do a ridge line? How do I get that so I can put up a tarp so that I can be out of the rain, out of exposure? How do I build a decent fire in the rain or in wet conditions? How do I find dry wood in wet conditions? How do you get maybe things like igniters? Essentially, is I think what one of these guys calls it. Things like fat wood or flammable tree sap. Where do you find it? What do you look for? What should it look like? Things like these barks of this, I don't know, I think cedar tree or whatever, where you can actually, it's very ignitable, whatever. Anyway, shit like that. I'm just trying to get my basic shit down. I don't know how to gut a fish. I have killed a chicken and
I've never eaten a
sheep
fish
before.
ever.
You've never eaten fish?
Never.
Salmon? Nothing? Holy shit.
Dude, it's gross, man. They eat freaking their own crap, man. It's gross.
I love fish. Dude,
I don't know why I can't.
Japanese live longer than everyone in the planet, and they do nothing but eat fish and seaweed and shit.
Yeah, they also got small wieners.
Well, yeah, I suppose there's a trade-off for living a long time.
I don't know, man. I don't know. The smell just I can't get past the smell of it.
I suppose if you grew up in a
I eat chicken and steak. That's pretty much my diet.
I think if you are going to eat fish, you have to have been used to eating fish from a young age. Your parents should have forced your face into a fish, and then once you get used to
my father ate it.
Did he? But did he not ever force you guys to eat it when you like as part of the meal of the house? No. Okay, that's what I mean. Whilst in my family, fish or seafood as a whole was always a prominent food. Prawns, fish. Iranians have multiple dishes with fish. We actually have a day in the year, which is Sizda Beda, which is actually just recently gone, where we actually, the meal of that day, actually no, not that day, sorry, the 21st of March, which is the Iranian New Year, or 20th of March. That is a day where the food, like you guys have turkey and, you know, all that stuff. The Iranian dish is actually vegetable rice or herb rice with fish. That is our turkey for Christmas kind of situation. So we actually have
fish.
Yeah, it's fish. So I mean,
what kind of fish?
What kind of fish? Well, it can differ. I mean, in this country, I've had salmon a lot. My mom loves salmon, so we had salmon. But in Iran, we have a bunch of different fishes. But you could say trout, rainbow trouts, those sort of types of fish. There's a couple of types of fish which are actually in the Iranian seas, which I don't know the English name for, but we call it mahi sefid, which is this white fish, but I don't know what it's called. Also, we have obviously caviar fish in Iran a lot, and also caviar itself. Although I still find it a little bit gross, but I can stomach it if I have to. But I'll tell you this: caviar, tiny little bit of it, will keep you full all day. The amount of energy that comes out, oh my god, it is unbelievable.
It's
how much
salty?
You could it's salty and it's fishy smell and it's slimy. It's like eating snot. Yeah, it's not pleasant. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it for you. Caviar, I'm not a fan. And but as I said, if I have to, literally a teaspoon for breakfast, you wouldn't even feel hungry all the way till dinner time. It's crazy how
weird,
how protein and how powerful it is. It's incredibly
was it the beluga stuff, like the white whale
beluga,
things?
The beluga, no, not the beluga whale. This is beluga fish. It's the beluga. It comes from the Caspian Sea. It's not related to those white whales or any shit like that. No.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I thought they were.
No. They're completely different things. No, we don't eat. And besides, those are whales. They give live birth. Whales don't have eggs.
I thought that. I always wondered where the hell that came from. That freaking thing. I thought it was always those freaking whales for some reason.
No, it's not the beluga whales. No. It's a fish. It's a completely different thing. And it's also in the Caspian Sea is where you find those particular ones. Those are the black caviars. And there are other types of caviars, but they're shit usually. They're crap. They're not worth it. The black ones are the only ones that are actually any good. But there are other types of caviars as well. Some of them even more expensive.
I swam with a dolphin once.
Yeah, no, we don't eat dolphin.
I swam with one once. I actually held on to its like fin and got pulled by it down Florida or whatever.
Nice.
Yeah, that was weird.
I petted a dolphin at SeaWorld in San Diego a few years back.
That's
a
cool.
long time ago. But yeah, that was
There's some slimy looking things, man. Did you ever see in Brazil? They're pink inside the Amazon River.
But that's the river ones. Yeah, it's because of I think it's the density of the river. It doesn't let them have light.
Yeah,
and so
I think it was like the alkaline or something like that.
Yeah. Those ones are awesome. But anyway,
they look weird though, man.
Yeah, they do. They do look a bit unusual. But anyway, yeah. So that's basically what I'm putting together is some kind of a kit, which is reasonable that I can potentially have most of the things that I need if I need to sort of stay out in some countryside or sleep in my car for a few days. You know what I mean? That kind of concept. We're not talking major survival. I'm not building, it's not Robinson Crusoe. This isn't Castaway. I'm not looking at turning a volleyball into Wilson or any shit like that. I'm not banking on those things. But what I did discover is really useful to have wood carving knowledge and ironsmithery or metallurgy, sort of metal work. You know what I mean? I don't think it's called metallurgy. It's smithing. Blacksmithing. Yeah, to be able to actually turn a piece of metal into something useful, maybe into a knife, or be able to carve out something out of wood, maybe a spoon or forks, or you know what I mean, little shit like that. I'm just whittling little bits of wood, in order to make something maybe. I'll be honest.
Do you have any military bases?
Anyone?
Any military bases near you?
Military bases? I haven't looked. I mean, I'm in London.
Because that's where
guess-
I'm going when if anything happens around here.
But I don't. I mean, it's true. You should go to a military base because they're probably most likely the ones that are going to protect you and give you all the resources. But then again, I've seen way too many of these military guys lose their shit and become psychos and start killing people. So I don't know. Maybe movies have corrupted my vision of the military, but these are some psychos with guns. I don't know. Yeah, I mean that is probably another thing as well. Is plan out some routes and actually have a route in mind. Unfortunately, my issue is, and this is something that's been in my head a long time, is my mum and my brothers, which will be the core people that I want to bring together, all live in different parts of London. And we're kind of spread out a little bit. And so to collect these lot is the tricky part, to bring them together for us all to leave, especially my mum. She's the most awkward place to get to. So that's my worry is how do we...
What about like a meeting place halfway between?
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what we have to do. We have to sort of plan. But I said London is incredibly congested and just full of...
Do you have walkie-talkies?
No, that's another thing as well. We have to get some decent long range, communication devices because you know
That's what I got over here.
Yeah, your cell phone and all that is just gone the second shit hits the fan. Hey, Woody,
mine's right here.
Oh, you got one? Yeah, show me.
Hell is it? It's some sort of it's from Radio Shack, but it's just a scanner.
Aha, yes. Well, there you go. Yeah, that's good enough.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To just see what's going on around you. I do have solar powered radio and torches and lots of sort of not necessarily. I mean, I say solar powered, or the ones who have those dynamo crank shafts.
Yep.
Yeah, I've got that. I've got a few bits of equipment with that, so I don't have to necessarily depend on batteries too much. So I've got alternative to batteries. But I do also have a supply of batteries, obviously for short periods.
See, what I always heard with London and stuff like that, because like my best friend, the guy that I started my channel with, he was like a Navy veteran that was on a submarine for like 8 years or whatever.
Yeah.
He was paranoid about Russia making the tsunami bomb or whatever the hell, like the device or whatever, and like they could create a tsunami. So that's the weirdest thing that he said was a real thing.
Yeah,
that was the weirdest thing that he ever talked about.
That is a thing that could be, because London has a massive river essentially running through it, and I'm not not that far away from it. But yeah, I mean, if they could evict, I mean, the thing is, London does on the outskirts have actual barriers that will control the flow of water into the Thames. But I
think that's how they're going to get New York and California. If they do California, they're just going to do a tsunami straight through New York or California,
Florida,
or take California off through that freaking. I guess they're on the fault line or whatever. So
earthquake,
Superman 2 or whatever that was.
Yes. No, it was Superman 1. Actually, it was when Lex Luthor.
Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah, threw the rocket in order to get rid of California, and then he bought the land behind it, so that once California is in the sea, he becomes the beachfront property.
Do you remember that woman from that movie? My God, it was Tess Rocker or whatever the hell it was?
Tess Marker, yes. Oh God, she was hot.
Look her up, dude. She's so old now. Oh my God, I couldn't even think it was her.
Yeah, I mean,
Gene Hackman was just on the street the other day. He's like 94.
Gene Hackman is still alive.
Dude, he was like a corpse. I thought it was the fucking Walking Dead.
Are you kidding me? Gene Hackman is still alive. I thought he died 10 years ago.
Clint Eastwood's still alive, dude. It's crazy to think they're like the same age or whatever.
Who is still alive? Clint Eastwood. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. I know Clint Eastwood is still alive. I saw him in a movie. He actually did a movie recently called
really?
El Macho. Yeah, he did a movie called El Macho fairly recently.
I thought he was done. That's crazy.
Oh my God, you're right. He's 94 years old. He's still alive.
It's crazy to think that some of these people are out there. I had a lady that was 102 down my block.
Damn, he's hanging in there. He is hanging in there.
What do you call who was that? Oh, that Louis Gossett Jr. just died this week. I remember they said. I think he was 89 or whatever.
89 is a
remember him from The Punisher?
Yeah.
I think he was 89. I'm not sure exactly though. But he was a good movie actor or whatever in The Punisher.
Yeah,
that's fine. Yeah, anything older than that, it's just going to be a problem for yourself, I think, unless you're in really good shape.
Oh yes, actually, I know him not just from The Punisher. I know him from a film called
Officer and a Gentleman.
Yes, he was the drill sergeant there, but also another it was meant to be like a competitor to Maverick, to Top Gun. It was called Iron Eagle.
Yep.
Iron Eagle. You remember Iron Eagle?
I remember that.
Yeah, great
Oh
film.
my god, dude, that was so bad.
The great thing about that film,
Yeah,
the films were a bit pants, but the great thing about that movie was they used all of Queen's music for the action.
Oh, that's why. The Queen's that's what made movies better when Queen did that, like
I
the Flash
know.
Gordon shit. The Flash Gordon was way better than fucking Star Wars, I
Flash
thought.
Gordon.
I'm like, that fucking music was great.
And Highlander. Highlander was amazing, mostly because of
Yeah.
the movie. I mean, don't get me wrong, the movie is good as well, and the story and everything. But yeah, Queen did all the soundtrack for Highlander.
Yeah.
And Queen did the soundtrack, or was used. I don't know whether they did soundtrack for that movie, but they certainly used Queen's music for that soundtrack of that movie. A lot of the times in the movie it was being played. So yeah, I see Officer and a Gentleman. Oh my God, he passed away.
A lot of punk bands have been doing a lot of Queen covers and stuff like that. They sound like almost, or actually almost as better as freaking Queen.
Really?
It's weird.
Yeah.
Like "Don't Stop Me Now" by the Vandals. If you ever listen to that, that's a
haven't
great
seen-
song.
Oh, I haven't heard that one. I did hear some guy on YouTube who had a fairly really big following who would actually sing it almost exactly the same as Freddie Mercury. It was unbelievable
really?
how close his voice was to Freddie's. It was just amazing because Freddie Mercury apparently had some unique vocal tactics or vocal ability which are utilized by Mongolian throat singers. They're the only
Really?
people who are trained to be able to use their throats in this way, in this particular way, to get these tones. And apparently,
Hope he didn't catch anything from them learning it.
but apparently Freddie Mercury was able to do the same, like use his voice in a similar sort of way to get certain tones which other singers couldn't get. So that's why I'm saying to sing like Freddie Mercury is really difficult. It's not just a normal person. And so this guy on YouTube who can do these was amazing. I don't know where he's called now, but yeah, he was great. He was really good. My friend, I'm going to have to kill this because it's 12 o'clock and I wanted to watch that movie and I have to try and get some sleep as well because I have to get up at 7 a.m.
I hear you. All right, man. Well, it's been fun talking to you and
It's been
everything.
awesome,
and,
dude.
you know, just
It's
check
been
out that
awesome.
movie. It's awesome.
I am. I'm going to literally see this film after I finish this. So thank you, Fun, Omar, whatever
No
else you
problem,
want to
man.
call you. I don't know what to call
Tony.
you. Tony.
I'm Tony, man. Just call me Tony.
Yeah, there you go. Nice and easy.
Yeah.
But yeah, thanks,
man.
Tony. And I'll catch you on Insta, mate.
No problem.
Laters.
Talk
Bye-bye.
to you guys later. Have a great day. Bye.
Take care. Bye-bye. Okay, boys and girls. We are finito for another evening of fun and frolics with Banksy. Although, you know, this is the Banksy channel. As you all know, my name is also Hafez Reflex with the Hafez Reflex channel, which hopefully this Sunday, we will cover Speaker's Corner, although I should have gone actually this week. This Sunday, apparently there was some craziness that happened at Speaker's Corner where people started to fight and arrests were made. And some of the videos of people that had that went viral. So yeah, my luck, I'm going to go back next week and it's going to be boring as hell and nothing will happen. I may have to instigate something. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, check me out at Hafez Reflex and keep an eye on that for Sunday and probably maybe Saturday. I might do some videos in London, see what protests are about. Thank you, Tony. Guys, go and check out Fun with Dirt's channel. Actually, Tony, if you have a link for your thing, just pop it in the site in the chat. Go check out Fun with Dirts. Just type Fun with Dirts. This is the only channel. And everyone else that came, thank you so much. Timmy Bobinson, who has pretty much constantly been texting. Thanks for coming. Thanks, Ryan. Ryan, you didn't jump on the panel, mate. I posted the link several times, but I guess I should have posted more often. But thanks, everyone that came. You guys are lovely. And yeah, Modine's debut boxing. What a disappointment. What a loser. And I think I will do a show. Timmy, give me a message maybe under this under the comments in this video or some of the comments of my videos, and remind me to do a show on Neon. Neon is a whole character to himself, but the guy is also a complete idiot. But you know, they're making their money. You can't hate on the hustle, man. These guys have got the hustle down. They know what they're doing in this sphere, and they've got the fans. So anyway, thank you guys. Check you out on the next BS Talks, because we like talking BS around here. And like and subscribe and all that good stuff. And I'm going to finish on a music that's kind of, yeah, it's a music. Peace.